I'm muted too. He's muted. Why are you muted? I was muted too. I don't understand.
Hail. How's my sound? You need to turn up the microphone volume.
As long as it's English, I'm good.
English the whole time. Hail or
Yes.
day on Earth in the year 3025. Mellifluous salutations. I am RJ William, and I'm introducing myself on your show, Rex.
Oh, that's perfectly fine, man. You know,
I'm,
we always got new people, coming in and whatnot. Kind of
I'm
like Shadowhawk tried to come in, and I don't know what his difficulty is, but I'll drop the link one more time for you, Shadowhawk, over there on Instagram. It is out in the chat as well. Call
mostly
sign
just want
Orion, man. Fund my comic. 91% so far.
91%. That's right.
That's right.
We are
We're
almost there,
striving to
less
get.
than 100 from our goal. I'm here in character in my costume. I have the alpha patch that I am wearing. That
Oh,
is one of the stretch
yeah.
goals. And
Let's take a look at that.
shout
Let's
out to
take a look
John's
at
Long
that. Don't
Box. I
gloss
got
over that. Yeah.
his heroic tails
Beverage of
mug.
choice.
Oh yeah, speaking
Yeah.
of beverages of choice, I am not above gimmicks, and for each new backer I get on the stream, I've got a little
Got some
gift
swag, huh?
to the backers. I'll do maybe scotch for our European audience, or maybe a bourbon for our American audience, or some mezcal for people south of the border.
Wow.
But
So you're going international on us. Wow.
yeah,
Um,
for every new backer, Orion is a representative of Earth, so gotta try and represent
what you got
a big
what
portion
you
of
got
Earth.
in the glass right now?
Oh, this is a local beer from Colorado, Sad Panda.
Okay. Yeah, that looks like a dark. What
It
would
is
you
a
call
stout.
that?
Yeah,
A
it is a
stout.
stout.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna play your I'm gonna play your trailer once more simply because I left my coffee in there. Kick-ass trailer. Get over to
Thank
Fund
you.
My Comic. Check it out. Here we go. Back it like now, right now, as
Back it right now.
as it says on the trailer, because you may not get a chance tomorrow. It's closing out,
It
and
is closing out.
it is closing out. Yeah. So when do you hit the big button? They don't really have a button there. On
No, Fun My Comic just kind of runs out. It runs out 9:30 on Mountain Time. So if you're on the East Coast, that's what 7:30.
Okay, so 7:30, it's going to be gone, unavailable, right? Nationwide.
Oh, sorry, it is on Eastern Time. So 9:30 on East Coast time.
Okay.
Make that 9:30.
30 years central. What time are you on now? I forget.
I'm on Mountain Time because I'm in Colorado.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Rocky Mountain High. Colorado.
Exactly.
You got a fellow Colorado.
I'm got the Space Force equivalent of what the
you got
United Nations is going to have in the future.
You got a fellow Coloradan editing your book.
That's right, Mike Barron.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that means. Is that Scottish?
Well, he's having trouble with StreamYards today. He's wanting to come here to say say hello to the great RJ Williams.
I have scotch for the Scottish audience. If you want to see me do a shot, just back the book.
There you go. Yeah. Now, can we see the shot glass? It looks like an Nord.
It is a Colorado sort of shot glass. It's got wolves on it, and
Eric and Boyd
Rocky Mountain Forest in the background.
So doing shots today for every backer. He's only like $95 to be funded over there on Fund My Comics. So can we get him there? We're going to certainly try. And we're going to look at some great art by Arthur Sidam today on Halloween. Happy Halloween, by the way, everybody.
Happy
You got
Halloween.
anything besides doing shots that you're in closing out your campaign? It's kind of scheduled for
I'm
your
probably gonna
Halloween
watch
night.
Lord of the Rings after this with some friends.
Ooh, you know what would be even better? Ralph Baskey's animated Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, the one from the '70s, The Hobbit. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Love
watched that
that.
one recently. My nephew, he's really into that.
Hmm. I love the rotoscoping and just how that was quite innovative. I've actually been
Hmm.
watching some of Ralph Baskey's early stuff from Spider-Man 1967 collection, and it gets really kind of psychedelic, trippy, weird when he comes in. Like
Hmm.
maybe after the first season or something. The backgrounds are more like watercolor bleeds and all kinds of stuff going on, and just the stories got weird. And then of course he recycled some old stories and stuff. And Gray Morrow, who you might know, was sort of a creator on that. Welcome to the show, Shadowhawk.
Shadowhawk, welcome.
Hey, what's up, RJ?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Rex. I don't know what happened. It finally let me in. Sorry guys. I'm having some hearing problems this week.
Oh, that's right.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go to the emergency room tomorrow. But it's Halloween tonight, and I can't interrupt the festivities. So
Hmm. Hmm.
let me know if I'm talking too loud or anything.
So what's going? No, you're really good. What's
Can you
going
hear
on
me
at
now?
the Shadowhawk? What's going on at the Shadowhawk family house? Are you giving out candy tonight? Bundles of candy?
Oh yeah. Mama Huck's gonna take Baby Huck uh across the main road and over
Mm-hmm.
to the neighborhood where she's gonna go do her trick or treating and all that stuff. Um, for
Hey,
whatever
Gary.
reason, the way our little town is kind of set up, well, it's a city, but we're so tiny. I don't know why they call it a city, but like nobody comes on the east side
Hey, Hex.
of Main Street to trick or treat, which is where I live. So like we sit out here and I get like maybe 20 trick or treaters. But if
Yeah.
you cross across Main Street and you go to the west side over there, like every house is just lit up. There's like millions of kids and shit. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a guy that lives a few blocks away from us. We met him way back, probably 15 years ago when we moved into town. And he's got a full size, like 6'8" statue of Gene Simmons in his old destroyer costume with the dragon boots and everything that he puts out when the weather's good on Halloween. And
That's
then he
cool.
does his whole yard up and everything. So me
Mm-hmm.
and Mama Hawk are big Kiss fans and shit. Well, turns out one of my daughter's friends is this guy's granddaughter. So they go and spend the night back and forth and do all that kind of stuff. So Mama Hawk this year is going as Ace Frehley, which she was planning on doing anyway. But then Ace died last week, and then
Exactly.
now she's been determined that she has to go, as Ace this year. So, uh, and then if you look at my Instagram and Facebook and whatever X, you will see I put together a Battlehawk costume for this year, which came out pretty good. I posted a bunch of pictures earlier.
Oh, okay. We'll have to
Very
check
cool.
that out a little bit later. Um, Dr. Mask Retro Elixir was supposed to join us and he forgot. Dope! It's Halloween. So he won't be here. I was hoping he would be. I'm dressed up as Rex, the mighty albino man. Good choice, Eric and Boyd. Marked you
Yeah,
down. There you go. Um,
I just think of
RJ,
Rex as
actually,
the,
my
the
sister gave
Shanu.
me her shot. She doesn't collect anything, she says, but she gave me her shot glass collection.
Oh, okay.
So I have about like 20 different shot glasses that I didn't own
Oh wow.
previously. Yeah. Yeah, don't you remember I showed them off one day, Shadowhawk, when they came in the mail?
Oh yeah,
All
yeah.
from around there may be
Hmm.
one from Colorado. I know they've got some states in there that she's been to, Las
Oh
Vegas,
well,
things like that.
I mean, that's one of those tourist trap things. You know, you either collect the
Hmm.
little spoons or the shot glasses or the
Right. Yeah, I don't know how
little
the
bottle.
spoon thing got going on. Actually,
I don't know how
spoons.
that started, dude. But
Yeah.
one of my good friends growing up, like her mom had like spoons from like every state, like hung up in the kitchen, but they were like them little dinky little, like 3-inch long
Yeah. Yeah.
little spoon. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's like, hey, I've done coke in every state.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, I mean, that's why they did away with the little stirrer spoons at McDonald's because people were using them like that, and then they just
Ah.
kind of became a
Hmm.
stick after that. Uh,
Yeah, well,
I
see, that's
watched
what
this
happens when you grow
earlier,
up in
and I
the
sent
80s.
it to you on Instagram, Shadow. This is actually sort of the DNA test and everything about the Jack the Ripper case, and there's several. If you watch it on YouTube, it'll
Oh,
bring
dude,
up
yeah, I've
several
watched a
others.
lot of these.
Yeah. So
The one
mystery solved. Bum, bum, bum,
have you
bum.
seen the one that says that maybe that dude, he ended up getting busted in Chicago right after the World's Fair. It was H. Holmes or
Oh, the
something
guy
like
that
that.
had the motel and was a serial killer.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they had
They
like
said
trap
he
doors, acid baths, and
he might
everything in there.
actually have
Yeah.
been Jack the Ripper because he was in England when all that shit was going on.
Well, with this video, you'll see that they took, DNA, from and I don't know where the semen comes in there because they actually had a semen. So maybe he had time to, I don't know, but the murders were differently. But when his own family committed him to the insane asylum, the murders stopped.
Hmm.
Eric and Boyd says, I was Jack the Ripper. Yeah. I knew you were older than me, Eric. I knew you were older.
Jack the Tripper, maybe. Come
I
and
tend
knock
to
on our
think the same
door.
thing. Yeah. What's that? What were we saying?
Sorry,
Holmes.
Erica. Bad joke.
H. Holmes is Jack the Ripper. That's BS. Actually, Jack the Ripper's who they're saying is Aaron Kowinski. He was like a local barber there that had mental problems, and actually he was.
I'm just saying one of the theories was that the H. Holmes guy was actually Jack the
This is
Ripper.
Sean, my hype man behind me.
Cheers, mate.
Hey,
Oh,
what's
there
up,
you go. And we are hyping call sign Orion on Fun My Comic. Like I said, he's like $95 from getting funded over on Fun My Comic. Tell us a little bit about call sign Orion while we kind of look at the campaign. RJ, once again, I know you've been on before and we've talked about this great project. I've backed this great project. Others have. But tell us a little bit about what's going on in this first issue and where it's leading up to.
Sure. Yeah, so Call Sign Orion takes place 1,000 years in the future, the year 3025. Earth has a global government called the Union, and they're sort of an expansionist power, much like the Soviet Union. And they're a dystopian sort of government. I'm going to, Sean the Hype Man's in the back.
Okay. You lost your audio. You're muted. You're muted. Then a creepy Max the cat appears off to the side of the shadows waiting for treats. Shadowhawk the gassy ripper. I'm not older, but okay. Well, if you're Jack the Ripper, you're older than I am by decades. Just say. Yeah, you killed your audio there, RJ. Anyway, we're going to look at the campaign a little bit while he works that out. There is a cosplay cover.
Back on.
Now you're back. Now your audio's back.
All right, my audio's back. John, come back. All right, so where was I? 1,000 years in the future. Is there too much background noise? Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, you're coming in good. Yeah.
All right. So it takes place 1,000 years in the future. The year is 3025. Earth has a global government that's sort of an expansionist power like the Soviet Union, and it's called the Union. And people are like kind of like the happy kind of oppressed, like in Brave New World. They've given up their freedoms in exchange for comfort and pleasure. And the Union is at odds with other planets that are independent. And there was just a big civil war. There's already been a war against artificial intelligence. And now the Union's kind of stepping in and taking over, filling the power vacuum. And there's this terrorist organization called the NIR, and they've captured some hostages. And in response, the demand of the hostage takers is they want their leader released from a supermax prison on Earth. And in response, the Union has sent their version of the Navy SEALs called the Alphas. And, being 1,000 years in the future, everyone gets around in ships. So the Navy SEALs are also fighter pilots. And I'm in character as one now. Here, this is what their patch looks like. Mm-hmm. And the Alphas go to defeat the terrorists and free the hostages. One of the hostages happens to be Orion's ex-girlfriend, Diana. And so the stakes are personal and galaxy changing. And that's the premise. It's very action driven.
When you said there's been other planets and is this the human expanding out and then they're kind of like their independence, freedoms from Earth, which is kind of like the Expanse, or is this, because obviously like this character here, you have alien characters. So were these alien worlds that you're talking about that kind of had upheavals?
So Earth was kind of in dire straits for a while, and then we made contact with aliens who were far more advanced than us, and they gifted us with some of their technology, and that's when human beings started expanding away from Earth, and it's been centuries since that happened when the story takes place, and we've terraformed a lot of planets and started a lot of other civilizations. And we've also tinkered with other less advanced alien species to make sort of humanoid ones like the one you see there. I guess
there's cybernetic suits or exoskeleton type stuff.
Their suits are sort of cybernetic. The way it works is the Alphas have a brain chip, and when the suit is in physical contact with that chip, it basically works like part of their body. It stores a lot of weapons, and they could draw those weapons without just by thinking about it. It also lets them fly their ships remotely. So say they're pinned down somewhere, their ships could be their own airstrike. And it also has a propulsion system that they could use just with their thoughts.
And Luke Stone's your artist, isn't he?
That's right.
Have you and this is your first project to work with him, but he's done a lot of different things, a lot of different types of projects and stuff. I'm kind of intrigued. You've got swords in the future.
Well, really, just Orion has a sword. That's kind of his signature weapon. No one else carries a sword. Okay. But someone brought up.
This is Orion right here, right? The blonde hair. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, so for Orion, it's not impractical to carry a sword because he is also a super soldier. He has some biological enhancements. His background, he's kind of like a Triple X and Captain America. He was a prisoner for like basically nothing crime because it's dystopian society. And then he was recruited to the Alphas and given these enhancements. So he can move very quickly and close the distance very quickly. That's why the sword for him can still make sense.
Did you want to do introductions?
I got the speaker in the background. Sorry, I
thought I was on camera.
That's fine. Is he going to be watching Lord of the Rings with you?
He'll do shots for backers if you want.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Thanks. Nice.
Does he get to choose what bottle?
Nope.
I'm
He might
thinking
have
I don't know. We could rank
He
them,
might
or
have a
maybe not.
preference, you know. He might be a tequila man. He might be, Scotch. I don't know. But yeah, it's an interesting looking project. It's very cool. Now, how far along is it, and what's the page count on this thing?
Page count is 42. We
Mhm.
have about 36 to go.
Okay.
Yeah, we're crawling along. I could give you the latest page we've got here.
Sure. Absolutely. Let's see
This
that bad
one
boy.
is not colored yet. It just inked. Let me find it. Let's take a second here.
It's okay. I'm just here to hear this fascinating story. You got this Orwellian nightmare going on.
It's really a Huxleyan nightmare.
Dang. Yeah, smarter than me.
Mm.
There you go. So this is straight off the drawing board of Luke Stone, right?
That is Luke Stone's work, yes.
Mm-hmm. And kind of take us through this, if it's not a spoiler, what's going on the page here.
Sure. So this is early in the story, and that ship you see is the Cleopatra. That is a merchant marine vessel, and they're mining resources at the M42 Nebula, which is a real place. And there you see in the next few panels, they're in the sick bay, and the lady working on that guy's hand, she's stitching him up. She's Diana, and that is Orion's ex-girlfriend. And that guy is a guy that they're kind of flirting. He's a merchant marine.
I take it she's got some medical skills then.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And so what is the world, in the future, in your long distance future, 1,000 years from now, in a new millennium? What is it? I mean, are there vestiges of what it would be like today, or is it so foreign that, we can't hardly identify with it?
There's some vestiges. I didn't want to make it too foreign. I didn't want to be like Dune, where like humans are just unrecognizable, or like Warhammer. But humans are different from each other on the different planets. I think there just would be that, given enough time, and evolved a little bit differently. But there are vestiges, and like there's all kinds of different societies out there with all the terraformed worlds. They're just basically all over the political and religious spectrum, and like what it all might look like.
Does any of this story take place on Earth?
Yeah, so the Union is Earth's government. So a lot of it does take place on Earth. Earth is still like a central power, one of the main superpowers in the galaxy.
So really, you're setting up a foundation here where you could go to Mars, you could go to Jupiter's moons, or anywhere in the solar system, or maybe has man ventured outside our solar system in your future?
Oh yeah, because we have the alien technology, we're going way outside the solar system. We've basically been everywhere.
Okay.
In the
Yeah,
Milky
and I
Way
imagine
galaxy.
that there's a lot of sort of military types, or maybe ruffians, if you'd say bounty hunters, almost like Boba Fett or something like that, or sort of like, it's kind of like the Old West, right? Pioneers, where you just kind of, you go out to the stars. It's kind of like the land rush, isn't it? Out, but
There's a little
except
bit
out
of
into
that.
space.
There's a little bit of that, kind of like Star Wars, Firefly. There's like that central power,
Yeah.
that central area where power is focused, and then on the outskirts of that, it's more like the Old West. Actually, Diana, she's from this planet called Pegasus, and it basically is the Old West. It's like Old West Texas. They even have their own like motto: "You don't mess with Pegasus," and like everyone from there is like really tough because gravity is more intense. Living conditions are super harsh. Everyone has to fly a ship and shoot a gun, and they're just very independent, sort of rough around the edges type of people.
Well, I imagine the worlds that they terraformed for human habitation uh, they're at different technological levels, probably, right? Like there might have been a stopover at this world, but then something better came along, so the sort of gold rush or land rush went to another, and maybe some of the resources were, you know, taken from this world. I don't know, but I mean, yeah, you got a very rich tapestry background to tell your future stories on. What are your future plans for the property? This isn't going to be just a one and done story, is it?
No. I have a screenplay within that universe that I wrote. I
Mhm.
also, have sequels. I'd like to be like somewhere between 3 and 5 issues. My sequel was at least initially going to be 1 issue, and then I decided to divide that story up into 2 issues. So there's going to be a part 1 and 2 for the next story. So it's going to be a bit of a shorter book, more of a floppy. The 42 pages for the first book is pretty long.
Yeah. Yeah.
So parts 1 and 2 for the next story are going to be like half that.
But I mean, not necessarily a bad thing. I kind of did the same thing, and I've explored options. You know, do I want to go to the floppies? Are they satisfying? I think they can be if you pack enough in them. But you're really setting a foundation within Call Sign Orion on this first book, aren't you? You got a lot to describe, a lot of races to show, a lot of technology. I mean, you said it was action. Heavily into the action. So, what are the conflicts are we going to see in the first issue here?
Yeah, so it is an introduction to a very large world, and rather than just like inundate the reader with all of that information, I just want to give
Yeah.
them a good introduction. So this introduction in the first book is very action driven, very easy to understand. There's hostages, they have hostage takers, and they have demands, and there's guys rescuing the hostages. And then that's kind of all you need to know to begin with, and then the rest is just
Mhm.
going to slowly build out.
Where you
So
kind of
yeah.
introducing the characters to us, right? I mean, to where we start caring about the characters, because if we don't, that's the sad thing. I watch a whole movie and it's like, or a whole season of entertainment, and I don't care about the characters. You haven't hooked me yet, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I know in a first issue that's kind of hard to do because one builds upon another, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and that's why I don't blame some of these large tomes that they've come out with. These large page. I don't see how they do it, but these big one and done. I mean, you don't know if they're going to be one and done, but they. Yeah, I mean, with crowdfunding, you really can't do the cliffhanger. Like on a monthly basis for a monthly comic. Does your friend does he read comics?
He's a painter, actually. He's got a cool idea for a side thing we're gonna do for subscribers, I guess, like backers of a special tier.
Yeah.
So we're thinking. So we've got this character, and this is from my trailer. You could see it said special thanks to Lisa Foyles. Lisa Foyles is a friend of mine, and some people may recognize her from All That and Malcolm in the Middle way back in the day. Now she's into music. She has a band, and she also is on Instagram a lot, very active there with her modeling stuff. And she has a podcast called the Temperamental Podcast. She actually is a bigger comic book nerd than I am, if you could believe that. And she had a lot to do with helping me make this script happen. So, sort of in honor of Lisa, we made this trading card based on a character inspired by her.
And had
You
a
have it?
campaign over there on Fund My Comic with it, didn't you?
That's right, and it's still active. I have 9 of these trading cards left. This is her character, Lena Riley. She's kind of like the April O'Neil character of this world, and she does a lot of the story exposition. She'll be a recurring character. On the other side is Lisa's picture, and it'll
Very
be
nice.
the real. This is a proof. The real ones are autographed by Lisa, so that's
Okay.
something available as in several different tiers.
You said April O'Neil, like April O'Neil. Is she a reporter?
Yeah, she's a news reporter. She's actually like the face of the propaganda machine. So like she
Mhm.
does a lot of story exposition throughout the whole thing. If you think of like the movie Starship Troopers, how a lot of that seems like it's propaganda, but it's like clicking through like a web page.
Yeah.
A lot of the story is going to be told in a similar format, but it's going to be like through Lena Riley's reporting. So she'll do a lot of story exposition and be coming back for other issues. And Sean was thinking of doing like a painting sort of thing for with featuring Lena for people who want to back that and support that.
Does Sean paint with acrylics? What's he do?
I kind of mix. I mix charcoal and acrylic on canvas most of the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which my thought was like tell a story from a perspective that nobody else is getting. An interesting perspective. Now, where you can, there's a lot of guesswork going on in the original story, but you tell a backstory, and that was Bryce's idea, is to tell a side story.
Yeah, so we're going to call it side piece because very sort of like similar to Starship Troopers. There's like the Dizzy and Carmen love triangle with the main character Orion.
Right.
So that's going on between Orion, Diana, and Lena. And Lena, as part of her job, she has to report on a lot of what Orion's doing and promote the propaganda for the Union. And she actually is attracted to Orion, but Orion's not so attracted to her. He still likes Diana. And what we were thinking of is doing like a sort of a behind the scenes production still of Lena reporting on scene of an incident that's going to play out in the next issue. And it's going to be her reacting to something. You're going to have to guess what she's reacting to, but later you're going to know. And some of that information is going to be slowly revealed to people who back this tier of the Lena painting and her reacting to it.
Is Sean, this question's for you. Did you, what is your kind of subject matter that you like to paint? What's your preference of the type of stuff if you were to?
I could pull up his website.
It depends. Sure. I try to do a series of things that are interesting at the time, something that gets people talking about things that are important, or at least that I think people should think are important. Currently, I'm working on a series of 25 astronaut type paintings. I'm just outside of Houston normally, and obviously that's a big space area. So working on some different type of astronaut works that incorporate some feelings that people might be having in real life, and kind of meshing those two worlds together, which is space and Earth kind of realities.
Are you
not that abstract though?
Are you a sci-fi fan?
I'm a huge fan of sci-fi. Yeah. I can't say why I'm doing these 25 because it's I can't say why I'm so far. I love sci-fi. I'm not allowed to say why I'm painting astronauts currently, but I'm painting astronauts doing basic things. My next project is an astronaut child that is enjoying an ice cream cone, and that will be I like to do a lot of hidden, kind of hidden gems within the artwork. A lot of colors,
subliminal stuff.
A lot of subliminal,
hidden.
Messages in there. And so that's what I'm currently working on. So, but I do.
Have you always painted, or was that something that came later in life, or what?
I always painted within family. My family's musicians and artists and that type of thing, and I went completely the opposite direction. And then, but I've always done it kind of in the background. Never shared with anybody. And then over the last 2 years, I've been hanging in galleries and starting an online.
That's not easy, is it? Submitting your work and getting in galleries and sort of making a name within the art world.
It has its difficulties. Yeah, it's a new world. It has its pleasures. It has its excitements. It has its difficulties. It's just learning a new culture. I come from a different culture, so. Yeah.
So, RJ, are we going to see a painted cover by him at some point, maybe?
Perhaps. What was it? SeanLarsonArt.com?
Larson-artworks.com.
Let me pull that
Large
up.
and Dash artwork.
Yeah, we'll share that with the chat.
I'll find it. Yeah, find it, pull it up, and put it backstage. There we go.
Sean, are you going to watch Lord of the Rings with RJ tonight?
Man, I have to. I got to cook some dinner.
Yeah.
I got to cook some dinner. I was trying to get him to have this chat outside with some cigars and a little bit of scotch, but he's responsible. He's the responsible one.
There's not enough internet out there. That'd be fun though. That's a good idea.
You can do it.
A little
later.
dinner, a little Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, we're trying to get this man funded.
That's right. Sean's work is
right.
I put it backstage there. Yeah, I could scroll through and show you.
Okay.
Where do you want to see? What should I show
drop if you can drop the link in the private chat, and I'll go ahead and drop it for everybody else. They might want to go over there and check it out for themselves.
I like that one.
You can go to whatever. So on the left is originals, on the right is prints. You scroll down a little bit, Barry.
Are you formal? Are you kind of formally trained, or are you kind of self-taught? A little bit of both. What?
Self-taught. My mom's been an artist for a long time, and
okay.
I did a lot of self-technique, and then I took a few classes, but not classically trained by any means. And when I broke into a few galleries, I got I got the opportunity to work with some other artists and those kinds of things. And then as Ross was telling me about his comic and his vision and this kind of thing, I got just like really excited. And as an artist, you don't get really excited about a lot of stuff that's other people's ideas. You just mainly you're excited about your ideas, and Ross's thoughts and this storyline and kind of where you could go with this and where this might be headed, as far as what I'm thinking in my head, right? Everybody's always thinking something else. I got excited about maybe potentially working with Ross and doing some storyboards or doing a side story, because it's so relevant to what we're going through, I think, currently. And the stories are always engaging. So I think human beings have told stories for as long as we've been around. We're telling another story, and this one captivated me, and hopefully I can do a little bit of art and make it a little bit more relative or realistic for folks.
RJ, tell me how you got Mike Barron involved in editing your book.
So it started with me interacting with Luke Stone a lot online, and we started streaming together. And through Luke, I met other people, and like Justin Belmont, and Belmont lives in Denver, and he was telling me that I live actually pretty close to Mike Barron, and I reached out to him, and we ended up getting coffee. And I said one day, "Hey, could you be my editor for the script?" So he said, "Yeah, let me read it." And I sent him my first draft. He said it was fun. He said it was fun, but then he before that he had like the best like backhanded comment I've ever received. He said it's no worse than the bleep Marvel DC are currently publishing. So on the one hand, I was told it sucks. On the other, it was better than the professionals. And then he agreed to be the editor, and we would just meet for coffee some more, and I would bring him printed copies of the latest version, the latest draft, and he would just make handwritten notes, and then I'd go make those corrections, and we would just keep up that process until we had the final draft. So that's the script that Luke Stone's currently working on. Is this the fan art?
The fan art! It's pretty much done!
Wow.
Hello! Welcome, everyone! Go buy Call Sign Orion! It's the shit, apparently, according to Mike Barron. Hell yeah!
Very impressive. That looks a little like samurai inspired, like the sun and the sword.
Well, it's 3 planets or 3 suns, however you want to see it, since you said they're like in space. So I was thinking like Star Wars, Luke Skywalker, the twins, blah, blah, blah. And then check it out. I managed to put Orion in the smoke there. It's a little kind of, yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if you think it's cool. And
that
then look.
For sure.
Look, I drew your little ship, and it's going into the circle because you have it like in a circle. And I meant to ask you, there's an A like behind the ship. Is that part of the ship? If it is, I'll draw it in, and or is it a letter?
Oh yeah, it's just the letter A because they're called
okay.
alphas, and that ship is called the Aerostar. So it's just an A for alphas, you know, just the unit patch.
But it doesn't. It's not part of the ship, right? Like the design of the A behind it. Okay, good. So I was trying to draw it. It's like it was taking it off, and then I added battle damage to the chick. So now her suit's like all torn up. It's just not the. So this is covered, right? But this part's torn up. She's got a little scarring under the boobage there, and then some more.
You mean she didn't go Sydney Sweeney on it?
Oh God! Did you see that latest? Jesus, good Lord! I love that woman. Yeah. So here's like some bomb going off, fire. So yeah, I tried to do a good job, man. I really like the character.
Super cool. I really love the suns in the background and how that complements like the sword and what's going on. That's awesome, dude. That's definitely going in the book.
And
all right, cool.
The next stage is to color the thing, right?
Yes, I'll color it up too.
Oh, you're gonna color it too. That's super cool.
Yeah, I'll send you the black and white, and then I'll send you the colored version.
How big
and then
is
if you want the original art, I'll send it to you, and you can do whatever you want with it. Sell it. If you want to split and send me a couple of bucks after it sells, I'm down with that too.
How big is that, Homer?
This is it's just a little bit smaller than regular 11 by 17 paper. It's 11 by 15, I think. Yeah, 14, 11 by 14. So
I would definitely share the action with you. Obviously, you drew it, and that's going in the book for sure. That's awesome.
Yeah, we'll talk later. I'll get it to you. Yeah.
Have you got room in the book?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I made room in the book for fan art, so I'm taking up to 5 pages of fan art. And once it gets beyond 5, I'm gonna have to make it a votes or something.
Double up.
Either that or downsize. Yeah. The images. Yeah.
2 per page or something. Yeah.
I don't know.
What's this?
I want to make it first come first serve. Oh, that's another one. That's Ron Mosicki did that one, so that's more fan art that's gonna be in the book.
Oh, so I'm second. He's first. I'm second. Damn it!
You're both in the book. You made it to the book.
No, yeah. No. That's awesome. That's always awesome. No.
Yeah, so that's like a Frank Frazetta inspired sort of fan art there.
Yeah, Rex is. You got to get on this, Rex. Do some fan art for call sign for RJ here.
Good.
Rex is like, no, I don't do fan art for anyone. No one gets fan art from Rex.
I didn't even do Dr. Mask, and I really wanted to do that, man. The time slips by quick. You either get on it or you don't get it at all.
Yeah.
When are you thinking about fulfilling, RJ?
We're probably gonna pick up production mid-November. So my colorist Patrick, he's kind of tied up until like mid-November. So I know around then we're going to be ramping up production. I'm hoping 6 months from then to be done, and then we could start thinking about fulfillment.
So it's probably about summer next year.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Luke's got his hands in a lot of different artistic endeavors, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
But money talks, and
he's got his hands in a lot of pies, is what I hear, Rex.
Yeah. Homer, you got anything special going on for Halloween? Besides
for Halloween now, just our stream later tonight, and I'm hoping to start another painting, a dread painting. Tonight's our last episode of Biztober, and it's been a good time. And then I hope you're there, Rex. Yeah.
Oh,
that's really cool.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm trying to get confirmation whether to go on the shit show with Janet from Another Planet, or if she's going to start that with me this week or not. So last I checked, I haven't heard from her, but that was last I checked. She may have gotten back with me by now.
Real quick, I meant to ask you last night and I forgot, Rex. Are you going to be able to be ready for Sunday? Because I wasn't able to make you thumbnails or anything like that.
Sure.
And it's going to be your week for What are we calling it? Sunday Fun Day Art Show, whatever, art nights.
Well, I had it down as pizza rounds, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
changed. So
Yeah, you can't call it pizza rounds. We'll get a cease and desist.
well, I mean, you know, we'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there one way or the other.
And,
Yeah, I
but
just
let's
need
get
a
back to the
title
star of the
and
show, RJ
we could-
William, with call sign Orion. What are we at? What's the total? Did we?
We're still at
get to it?
91%. I am offering, shots for the backers as promised. I got bourbon, scotch, mezcal, whatever you want to see me do here. I was going to ask how many people are in the chat right now.
I'm seeing
I'm
5
seeing
right now. I'm
4 over
5.
here.
5. Yeah, maybe we'll negotiate shot prices for backers. I'll do shots. My lowest tier
Who's
is
doing
$5
your
for
colors,
digital.
Ryan? If I'm kind of going over the questions that we've done before, forgive me, but this might be the first time people viewing your book, and would like to know who's coloring this project.
That's Patrick Gamma. He did Chrome Dog.
Okay, yeah, with Justin Sweet. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I can kind of tell his color sensibility now that you say that. Yeah, looks very similar to what he did.
And
for Justin,
he's good with like neons. You can see there's a lot of pastels, but the pastels, that's really just Patrick communicating the environment through the lighting. And a lot of this space battle does take place in a nebula, and that's where you get the pastel colors, lights being diffused through the gases. But then that last page around there on the left, that's interior ship lighting. That's what most of the lighting is really going to look like based on where the action takes place. You can see that's more of a fluorescent top-down sort of lighting, as opposed to the others where it's diffused from like kind of everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, he does have a diffused sort of look to his. You kind of describe it as pastel-y, pastel look, but yeah, it is kind of a diffused look, isn't it?
Yeah, but that is again, that's a nebula space battle. The interior ship scenes are definitely more the harsh fluorescent top-down light.
What characters besides your main character and I imagine the 2 women that you talked about earlier get the most character development within the book?
Character development wise, well, you're going to be introduced to a character, Bryce Lawson. He's Diana's brother. He's a cowboy character. And you get exposure to some other characters, like on the page you were on before, where it's he's standing with those 2 guys from his team, and I can pull up that page too. That's Scorpion and Sirius. There are other alphas that are on the team with Orion. And
you got multiple screens up, so I just don't really know which to pick from here.
It'd be page 21 there. Put that in.
Page 21. Okay.
Yeah, so those guys with him are Sirius and Scorpion. They're aliens who are other alphas like Orion. And you get to kind of introduction of who they are. Like a lot of in this battle, you'll get kind of the alpha's abilities on full display because their preferred fighting environment is space. So in other books, they'll be on planets and stuff, and you won't see them at their absolute best. But I wanted, as an introduction, just kind of put their power on full display, see what they're capable of, show the audience what they're capable of, and you get introduced to those characters a lot through this book.
What happens if you don't reach the goal? Book still coming out?
It's going to self-fund. I'm funding anyway.
There you go. Yeah.
But you're not supposed to tell people that yet. You got to back it, especially if you want to see the shot.
Yeah, we got to get. I mean,
back in the day, it's not going to fund if it doesn't reach the goal by the end of the hour here. Back it now.
I don't want to live on ramen. Help.
He's trying to make his creative dreams come true. As a child, he wished he could make a comic book, and he's trying now. Even though he's just a writer, he's trying.
I'm trying. I need artists. Help me.
How many people online?
That's right. Starving.
How many people are online right now?
How many people online?
We got 5.
There's billions of people online. On this stream, there's only 3.
Well, I'm showing more than that.
I'm sorry to not be so technical. I'll be more specific in my future questions.
Yeah,
How many people currently on this stream? Backers or already not backers?
I'm a backer. Rex, are you a backer? Go back now, Rex.
Oh yeah, I'm a backer. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Several months ago.
Okay.
Even RJ's a backer of
91%.
his own campaign. He backed it like 5 times.
Okay, you're at 91%. So what is that? What's left?
$95.
$95 to get funded. Heck yeah. 38
Dude,
backers, $905.
Favorite character?
3 hours to go.
Person that they're most interested in?
RJ, I've been pushing your stream for the last like 3 days, man. Every stream I'm on, doing on my channel, I've been talking, dropping it in the chat. I've been trying to get you some more, man. I'm like, he's only $95 away. Go back him, and can't.
Oh yeah, you're going hard. I got 3 backers when I was on your stream.
Yeah, well, I tried those for the other $95, man. I'm like, this guy, he just needs $95. Help him out.
That seems reasonable.
I've been trying, dude.
Lena is
Now,
everyone's favorite character.
Is
It
this
sounds
the
like it, yeah,
cosplay
it sounds
cover? This was on the trading card. Is this the cosplay cover?
Yeah, yeah. Lisa will be. She told me she's very excited about that one.
I'm excited about her doing it too.
There, which is
Well, I
more than our
imagine
funding goal.
if your likeness was on the cover of a comic book, I'd be excited too. You know.
Yeah, and if you follow her on Instagram, she just likes to dress up. Like she's very into Halloween.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did she make any videos for her channel pimping your comic? Like, hey, I'm gonna be in this comic, guys. Go back it now.
Yeah, she did mention me on the Temperamental podcast.
A mention isn't enough. She's got to be like, blah, 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 blah. I love this comic. Look, I'm in it.
Yeah.
Come on, Lisa. You're letting my homie down.
Lisa's not a
Oh,
lot
my
for
God.
it, but nice. Where was I going with this? She told me she's very excited for the cosplay cover. So you'll notice the stretch goal there is more than our funding goal. But if we hit that amount, we are going to have a cosplay cover.
Nice.
Right. Okay. So I guess that would be like a photo cover, right?
Correct.
That's cool.
And
real cool.
And that's at $2,000, isn't it? The stretch goal? Or am I correct?
I want to say it's like 4,500.
4,500. Okay. Because I thought I saw some stretch goals here on the campaign here.
Yeah, so at 2,000 we'll have the patch available.
Okay, so there we go. 4,500.
Well, the patch I'm wearing here on my my costume here, that will be available at $2,000.
Okay. And so you don't really know a page count on the second one, right? You said it was going to probably be smaller than this, be a floppy.
Oh, I have it's going to be like half. Yeah, it's going to be like 21,
about half pages. That. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Is that to get the next chapter out quicker or what?
Yeah, it's to get it out quicker. And when I was writing
and break it up and break the story up into 2 parts, I think you said.
Exactly. Yeah, to get it out quicker. And when I was writing the script, it just had this good separation point in the middle. And it kind of makes sense to have this as 2 stories, and then it does, there's the benefit of getting it out quicker and making it shorter.
So how do you approach writing, RJ? Do you just kind of sit around waiting for inspiration, or you get an idea, let it germinate, and you finally put something down on paper, or are you one that just gets a pad and starts to write and see where the trail leads you? Or take us through your writing process of how you kind of
like the Diaspora universe, that's been like kind of cooking in my head for a long time. So it is pretty easy if I think of like what's the next part of the story I want to tell, what's got to happen, what are like the character motivations, all that sort of stuff. And once I know that, I feel like it's pretty easy to get a rough idea of where I want things to go. Yeah. I do write several drafts like anyone else, until I get it right. But
once I got you had a screenplay written. Do you kind of like have an inner circle like Sean, of friends that you kind of pass things across to them and tell them your ideas and kind of get feedback?
Lisa's actually one of those people. She had a lot to do with it. And then, Mike Barron also.
What was your
Yeah, but
motivation
he
to do
he
this?
pays Mike Barron. He's a paid friend, so he gives
He's
him
a
good
paid
advice.
friend.
Well, there you go.
I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. I'm kidding.
So
I'm teasing.
I forgot my question now.
I'm sorry, Rex. I'm
That's
sorry.
fine. That's fine. I did ask it, but I can't
You were
remember
asking
to
about
ask it
writing.
again. Right. Yeah, I don't know. Just blew me
Here, I'll
off.
go back and listen. I'll pause and I'll go back and listen.
No, I'm sure I can. I'm sure I've got more arrows in my quiver to, fling out there towards RJ. He'll probably say, "Man, I just got off the 4 o'clock shadow and I feel grilled."
You were asking, do you share your ideas with anyone? Like, who do you bounce things off for your writing? That was your question.
Right, your inner, yeah. But I had another one after that. But yeah, I mean, it's good to get feedback from other people, isn't it, RJ? I mean,
Absolutely. I mean, I've had other comic book writers read my script too, like Justin Sweet. He read the
yeah,
script as well. Said he had a lot of
yeah.
fun.
Did he
Your
help
other
you set
question
up
was-
on
Stone also
Comic-Con?
writes. He read the script. Says it's a lot of fun.
Did he kind of help you get set up? I know he's an admin over there at Fund My Comic. Did he kind of get you take you through it? I know he did for me.
I
For
mean,
Devil
I
Fly.
just mostly read the tutorials, but he is helpful. Like anytime you send him an email, like he's super
Yeah.
responsive.
Yeah.
Like everyone.
Your question was, what was your motivation for writing?
Okay.
That's what you
Okay.
asked.
Your motivation for even doing a comic book, RJ.
Where to begin? There's a lot of motivations. I think a lot of artists, they use art as their outlet for their things that happen and are going on in their life, and
Mm-hmm.
there were just a lot of personal motivations to. I think I don't know if it was a motivation so much as it was like a compulsion.
Uh-huh.
It just had to come out in a certain way. And what came out was a certain group of characters in a story that took place in a certain universe. And I honestly don't know how to unravel all of that because a lot of it is inspired by a lot of things.
Yeah. It's probably like you had these characters and it kept reoccurring to you, right? Or scenarios in your head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of how it comes back to me. You kind of like run the tape again. Okay, run it again. Repetitive, right? Till it kind of builds on itself. And
Because you
you
were
feel
giving
like
me the premise of Devil Flyer, and
you want the premise of Devil Fly?
I mean, it definitely sounds like from what I've heard before that definitely has like a pretty good linear story to it, and like
Oh yeah, yeah, and it's only gotten richer over time, because you kind of like, okay, this connects over here. I can get this character with this character and connect them there, and yeah, it's definitely started out as one piece of cloth, but then you start putting other attachments to it, and it's become this rich tapestry that's just getting richer over time,
Yeah.
And it's become more solidified in my head. So, it'll be solidified by the time of printing, these different books. It will be, hopefully complete, that I will not have painted myself into a corner and, expressed everything that I wanted to express. I mean, I can't say that I had a story in mind that I just felt like I had to tell. But I've known for decades that I wanted to do something in comics, and through crowdfunding, I could see that becoming a possibility, whereas before, it was just kind of a dream, and I was just world building, creating new characters, over time. And I guess in 2015, after my father passed away, I said, okay, I've got to settle on like one character or something that I'm going to do, one project that I'm going to stick with. And that was Bog, to Omer Glitch's chagrin. But But
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess when crowdfunding and all that came about, it's like, okay, if I'm going to get this done, I'm going to need help. And so I got together with my longtime friend, John Philandes, who was the artist of Devil Flyer. And we, Devil Flyer was at that time, I'm thinking of around 2018. I've been saying 2017, but I think I saw the original art. It's from 2018. I created Devil Flyer, and then for I think about 8 months, I pitched him every other ideal, and in fact, there was an ideal about a space station and a planet, and a little sci-fi bent to it. That was the last thing I pitched to him, and I said, you could do half the book on the space station, play to your strengths, and then I could do the other part of like the party that's down on the planet and play to my strengths artistically, and he didn't like that. And I thought, well, just one day sitting in the recliner, I'm like, well, I pitched him like a half dozen different ideals over about the better part of a year, about 8 months, and he wasn't biting on any of those. But there was one project that finally come back to my mind that he said yes to. That was Devil Flyer. So I went over and talked to him again and said, would you still be willing to do that? And he said yes. In about a year and a month, 13 months, he had it completely drawn, inked, and lettered. So hence the 29-page Devil Flyer story. But while that was being developed in that year, I started adding new characters and new backup stories. I said it needs more, and plus give your time to, to build your channel and get better known within the community. I think that's good. What kind of stuff are you doing on your channel now, RJ? Are you submitting some videos on your own channel?
Yeah, I've been a little busier, since the baby was born, but I do a lot of comic book reviews of indie comics. And the ones I got to do still, I recently read Soul Tack by Mad Roof.
Oh yeah.
And that I really enjoyed that one. It's kind of like the genre I'm into, obviously. So I've still got to do a review on that, and I recently got Ominous.
Okay.
And
I'm an omnibus. I'm an omnibus.
One day there should be an Ominous omnibus.
Yeah, I got some fan art in Ominous. It's good stuff.
You do? Okay.
Elliot's good. Yeah, dude, I'm in like 10 books right now, like that have come out within or are gonna come out. I'm freaking everywhere in fan art. I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah, be in my book too.
Awesome. Thank you. That's
so one thing about your fan art that you didn't even know that you did is pretty cool. The planet Pegasus has 2 moons. So that could be like Pegasus action with like the big sun and the 2 moons.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Okay. So they have the big one is the sun, and these are 2 moons.
Yeah.
Cool. That way I can color kind of like this as a sun.
And what color suns are they?
The sun of Pegasus, it's a yellow sun, standard basic sun.
Okay.
It's funny because I say that, but like
I'll color these.
Most suns in the galaxy.
Well, I mean, you got blue giants, you got red giants, you got all kinds of different colored suns out there.
Yeah.
I thought
white dwarfs.
For Omen,
yellow
because
dwarfs.
He's got to color the thing. And if
he
puts it as a red giant, it's yellow, then he's gotten it wrong, So
yeah. Well, I have to correct what sort of amend what I said, because Pegasus does have twin suns, but then it also has 2 moons.
Okay.
So the gravity's all screwed up on Pegasus. That's why they have strong gravity. Is part of what makes them tougher human beings.
But we can get a shot where we get 1 moon, 1 sun, and 2 of the moons, right? And it'd be all right. Okay.
That could totally work because 1 sun could be behind another.
Sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It is.
I was also thinking a little bit like 3 body problem, but like it doesn't apply. But it sounds like it does apply too because of the gravity thing.
Well, 3 body problem comes from 3 suns. Pegasus only has 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. 3 suns. Yeah. But I mean, the idea of 3 celestial objects, 3 body problem.
Yeah, only it wouldn't cause the same problem. Because
that
as long as the moons, 2 moons orbit the planet itself.
Yeah.
not each other. But yeah, like Mars, I believe, has 2 moons. Like there's some planets.
Yeah,
that
like
are not so
Saturn has
big.
what, 7, 8, something like that, 16.
Saturn's got a ridiculous amount of moons because
Yeah.
it's so huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
There's a
gravity
Jupiter.
on Pegasus is pretty strong and screwy, and that's part of what makes it the Pegasons tough humans because they live in harsh conditions.
Well, how did you first wrote this as a screenplay?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
my
correct?
first. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Did you do that in
Um,
college or anything, or just kind of self-taught to write a screenplay? Because I know there's
I
books out there.
I took some classes in college, but I don't know. I feel
Uh-huh.
like college just teaches you like the basics of how to learn something, and if you really want to be
Sure.
good at it, you gotta be self-taught, like anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say for the most part I'm self-taught. And the story of the screenplay does follow Diana's brother Bryce as the main character, and they're both from Pegasus. So you get more of a Pegasus introduction. You get a little bit of Pegasus even in this book, but it's just kind of like a very basic, on the peripheral sort of introduction.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what's cool is, see, I'm trying to create a sort of a superhero universe, which is going to be sort of Earth-based, but you got one kind of built in with your story. You can go like, okay, we're going to feature on this story on this planet and what's going on, and
Mm-hmm.
then we can go over here to this other, and they may be in the same universe, but be totally, and have like the Union or
Mm-hmm.
other things written in the Earth government written in, but none of the original characters, but
Yeah.
you're really telling a story about a whole universe, how 1,000 years in the future. And you said we're everywhere. How far out does that go? Do you have a limit at how far man has made it in the 1,000
Yeah,
years in the
so human beings have only ventured like basically to the full extent of the Milky Way galaxy.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay.
and we're in contact with this alien race called the Vateri, and they're from the Andromeda galaxy, and they've ventured out basically everywhere, and
Okay.
they've evolved like thousands of different ways.
So
Um,
where did man kind of get the technology from?
it was gifted to them from the Vateri they initially made contact with.
Okay. Would you call them a good faction of aliens?
There's so many Vateri civilizations, and they're so old.
Uh-huh.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of good and bad.
Yeah. Kind of like humanity, right? I mean, there's good
Right.
people and there's bad people, right? There's good
Yeah.
aliens, there's bad aliens.
Yeah,
Um,
there's some that are friendly and benevolent to us, and others not so much.
yeah. Um, what about villains? I mean,
So the villain of this book is mainly Carlos the Viper,
mhm,
inspired by Carlos the Jackal, terrorist. Um, but he's second in command. That's him right there. I made these
okay.
it's at the bottom of the campaign page. I made these like in-universe like government dossiers on some of the characters to like give you an idea
Yeah.
of their biography. I even made videos of some of them. If you want, I could pull up a video and we could share it because I did have fun like with the backstory part of it.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you flesh
Yeah.
those characters out. Uh,
Let me pull this up and screen share it real fast. I'll remove one thing. I'll remove
do
that.
you actually show like terraforming within the future of the planets, or you just talk about it?
I mean, at this point, it's talked about, but it's something I may show in the future, especially as it relates to this villain and his backstory.
Uh-huh.
Because a lot of his upbringing had to do with the terraforming.
Yeah.
Let
Can I
me
ask
show you.
why you wrote it first as a screenplay?
Honestly, as a challenge to myself, because I was following pages like The Critical Drinker and a lot of, more of the independent creators on YouTube. And I
Uh-huh.
thought that would be an interesting challenge to like Star Wars at the time was popular and well, it was in the public eye. I don't know if it was popular.
Yeah.
And a lot of us longtime fans had a problem with it. many problems with it. So I was learning to write creatively back then, and I sort of thought it would be a fun challenge for myself to see if I could do a better job. So that was how I undertook the task of writing a screenplay.
He's trying to get a Netflix deal. Tell the truth.
That's my long game.
How has fatherhood changed your perspective on life, RJ?
Wow, now we're getting deep.
Yeah, because I mean, your whole world just changed.
That's a shock question.
Whether you want it to or not.
Awesome
Yeah, I
question.
say those shock questions. When you least expect it.
Oh, I mean, I see my daughter, and it's like, I think like, what was I even doing before this?
Yeah.
Like life before, her short life that she's been here.
Uh-huh.
Life before that for me seems like this sort of distant memory that didn't have nearly as much meaning.
Yeah.
It just adds a lot when I don't know. Everything changes.
Have you changed diapers?
I've changed many diapers.
Many diapers. Okay, so if I got your wife on here and ask her the same question, has RJ changed many diapers, she would agree with you, right?
For the most part, she's changed a lot more poop diapers. That's mostly
Yeah.
That's more of an efficiency thing, like a
That's
cost
the
thing. Anything else.
handoff. Yeah.
Because I'm less efficient with the wipes, and I use like twice as many.
Yeah.
So
hey, those
I'll get it
diapers aren't
done.
cheap, are they? Those
Yeah, but
diapers
for
aren't
twice as many
cheap.
wipes. I'm just
Yeah.
far less efficient with the wipes.
Yeah, we got to get this man funded so he can buy some more wipes. My gosh.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, because those Huggies are expensive.
They really are.
They don't come cheap. No. I mean, I go back to cloth diapers, and I mention cloth diapers now, and people go, ew, it's like you wash them, man. Come on. Put them up on the clothesline.
It sounds like a lot of work.
Huh?
Sounds like a lot of work.
Sounds like a lot of work. Well, having a baby's a lot of work, I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. But your whole world is just like, if you never had a child, it's like there's no going back after that. Your life is changed forever,
Yeah, that is very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's something you can share with us that you've kind of done with your daughter that you really like?
Well, she loves to be outside.
A favorite memory. Just being outside with your daughter?
She loves to be outside and just stare at stuff. Like Colorado's a great place to be outdoors. And
oh yeah.
She'll just
so
stare
she
at
gets
like
old
everything's
enough,
new,
you're gonna kick the hacky sack around her. I know the hacky sack is, because back in college 40 years ago, I had some friends from Colorado. One of them was a baseball player. One of them was a pole vaulter, and he was like on a scholarship down here because we have a strong pole vaulting, thing down here at the college, and they like to kick around the hacky sack. I'd never even heard of a hacky sack 40 years ago till they introduced me to one.
Huh. Yeah, I haven't done a hacky sack.
Okay.
But
okay.
No.
You're from California and you live in Colorado and you never hacky sacked?
It's shocking, I know.
Yeah.
It is shocking. It's like
I was actually conceived.
I don't fit the mold of either state.
Apparently. I was conceived out in California.
Where are you?
Yeah. Born in Arkansas, but conceived out there.
Okay.
My father was from California at the time.
All right.
From what I understand, what my sister tells me. My sister sent me she'd rather be at the beach today. She sent me a picture earlier today, wishing me a happy Halloween. It doesn't even seem like Halloween to me this year.
California has nice beaches, but I really like those, Southeast Florida, South Carolina beaches. Those are my favorite. Yeah, I do have that video of the bad guy and his little backstory about terraforming. If you want to,
Okay.
I have it in the backstage there.
Okay. She sent me a picture of 2 chairs on the beach, saying these are waiting for us. Since I talked to her. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Stupid phone. There we go. Had to share this with everybody as soon as it comes up. There we go. Let me get up here. Jack-o'-lantern with flip-flops on the beach.
That's funny. Oh, Omer's got his screensaver on there. That's pretty cool.
All right. After you share these, you need to close them out so I can find out which one. I think this is it.
Oh, sorry. Let me close out the old stuff. So
yeah, because I've got like 5-6 screens up here.
There we go. It's getting cluttered. Clean it up there. There we
go. Gets cluttered. Yeah. Before presenting a screen, remove other. Okay. All right. So I've got that other one up. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, this is a little backstory on the Viper, the bad guy. That's not him. I thought I had him up there. So it's probably one of my shorts then. Yeah, there he is.
Homer Glitch says, by the comic
Carlos
book called
the Viper
Orion.
Ramirez was born in a company hospital on the terraforming colony of Ether. EY spent most of their life working for the Milky Way Resourcing Company, climbing their ranks into his adult life. As other historical records reflect, end-stage terraforming on Ether was never completed because of sentient attacks early in the Sentient War. In response to the sentient attacks, the Milky Way Resourcing Company formed security forces to protect its colonies. Carlos Ramirez was among the first colonels in the security force during the Sentient War. Following the Sentient War, Ramirez continued to serve the security force until it was absorbed by the Independent Resistance during the Galactic Civil War. After demonstrating his leadership skill during the Siege of Keon Vale, Ramirez was promoted to general. After the defeat of the Independent Resistance, Ramirez became the second in command of the NIR. Since the capture of Izir Hansen, Ramirez has proven to be a more ruthless commander than his predecessor. Carlos the Viper Ramirez was born in a company hospital on the terraforming.
It's a YouTube short. Yeah.
Ah.
And we're at blink screen. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, so that was a bit of his backstory. So Carlos the Viper, his backstory has a lot to do with the terraforming. So he's from this planet called Ether. It never really finishes getting terraformed. Because like it's kind of like abandoned, like mid terraform. But like the terraforming conditions were really harsh, and it was all being done by a private company that contracted with the Union, and they eventually, like during the Sentient War. So the Sentient War is the war with AI, and during that war with AI called the Sentient War, that private company that was terraforming Ether, they formed a sort of private military called the Security Force, and that's since Carlos grew up in that colony, he became one of the members of the Security Force, and that's where he got his first military experience. And through displaying his abilities there, he kind of climbed the ranks. And now he's the second in command of the NIR. Which basically means he's first in command of the NIR because their first in command guy before him is locked up in the Supermax prison, and he's the guy they're trying to free from prison, which is why they took the hostages.
Mm-hmm. What about this very cat-like character here?
Oh, that is Sirius, and I got a video on him too. That's. Let me go down. These are my shorts. I don't know how to navigate them that well.
Do you know how many alien races you've kind of introduced in this first issue?
What's that?
Do you know how many alien races that you've introduced in this first issue?
In the first issue, I believe it's only 3 alien races.
Okay. more to come, I guess, in the next couple of books.
Yeah, more to come. I guess you could say maybe 4 because one's referred to. Yeah, but more to come.
Yeah.
Mostly they're just different variations of human beings.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, in the backstage now.
Bipedal. Nothing too strange.
I don't know. There's some that aren't.
Sirius is a Serapha, a species that was genetically modified by humans from the Saska, a primitive Yeti-like species from the ice planet of Casus. The Saska live in caves and are less intelligent than humans. Serapha are highly obedient and make excellent soldiers. For this reason, most of Earth's special operators, or alphas, are Seraphors. Sirius is different from other Seraphors in that his eyes are green and he also displays more human traits. During his service as an alpha, Sirius has proven to be Orion's most loyal and reliable team member. Sirius is a Serapha, a species that was genetically...
Yeah, that's a little brief history on... Sorry. That's a little brief history on Sirius.
It was just getting good and you cut it off.
Yeah, I had to make it short because it's a YouTube short.
Yeah, now how do you do that? Do you you enter in the information, AI voices it, or what?
Yeah, I just write out the script and put it into an AI that does voiceover.
Okay. Yeah.
So I chose one that sounded like it could be like a government dossier sort of thing. Omer in the chat said, play the one with the rock music from the Coctagon fight. And so I'll do that one. I made this one specifically for the Coctagon on Michael Bancroft's channel. Let me try it. Here it is. All right, I'm going to screen share again here.
Because you launched on Michael's channel, didn't you?
I did launch on his channel as well, yeah. Mr. Bancroft has been good to me.
Very, very good to me.
I'll play that video.
Millifless salutations from the year 3025. The Union needs your help. We have recruited documentarian R.J. William to record the heroism of the Alphas, which you would call special forces, against a terrorist threat known as the NIR, which stirs rebellion among independent planets won during the Sentient War. The NIR has taken the merchant marine vessel Cleopatra hostage and is demanding the release of their leader, criminal mastermind Easy Hansen. To complicate matters, one of the hostages is Orion's ex-girlfriend who he still has feelings for. Frankly, don't know what Orion sees in her. Orion is engineered from the best genes on Earth, and Diana is rancher trash from the planet Pegasus. But, digress. Who's you can help? Get RJ and the team, which includes names like Mike Barron and Luke Stone, over the funding goal.
That's right, Lena, and getting a 42-page book for $5 digital and $10 print is a deal you can't beat. And if you don't mind throwing down a little extra, you could get a shinier book with the Moss Gloss version.
Gauss proofs are upside down. Can't see them. Getting lost in the background.
Look at those colors.
Hold it closer.
Very demanding.
You could also get sweet perks, like this sticker. It's the original iteration of Orion, and it's free with every physical copy. Check out this magnet. This is the image that's coming on one of the patches as one of the stretch goals. It's an add-on on the campaign. Boom, magnet. And last but not least is the Lena Riley trading card.
That's smooth.
And signed by Lena's ancient ancestor and likeness, Lisa Foyles, who you may know from All That and Malcolm in the Middle.
She's not my ancient ancestor.
Sure it is.
That's impossible.
Yes, it is.
I'm Iris.
Lena, everyone's Iris.
There are the sweet perks like the Alpha Tour that gets all of the pluses signed by RJ, Mike Barron, and Luke Stone. Then there is the Admiral Tour, where you could get everything in the Alpha Tour, plus an unlimited subscription to RJ's Global Comics series, Agent Ronan, a supernatural spy thriller vertical scroll comic. And to top all that off, the final stretch goal is a cosplay cover with my ancient ancestor, dressed as me, Lena Riley.
Ah, you won her over in the end. You won the argument.
Thank you.
So what did you give Mike Barron? You gave him a script, or did you give him the screenplay to edit?
The script for the comic book.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
screenplay is an entirely different story, actually.
is it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I guess it's got similar elements, right?
Similar
Yeah.
elements. I mean, Orion's in the screenplay too, but he's not the main character. Bryce is, and Bryce is in the comic book, but he's not the main character either.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
if
so they alternate.
Netflix did come calling, I guess
Right.
there'd probably be some revisions, huh?
Yeah. I don't know. Part of me hopes like I would be like Sylvester Stallone, like living in his car, super poor, but like having demands and getting his way. Like, because when Sylvester Stallone wrote Rocky, he was living in his car. And,
Yeah.
like, he still insisted that
Yeah.
he had to star in the movie, he had to direct the movie, he had to have control of the screenplay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he got his way, and look what happened. You know?
Which, that's I would say it's probably harder to do that type of sale today with the number
Oh, yeah.
crunchers than it
Maybe,
was,
yeah.
50 years ago, but still that was a big feat at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's played out more than just Sylvester Stallone, with Rocky in Hollywood. But yeah, it's the exception to the rule for sure.
Yeah, I'd say Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez also independents that made it big.
Yeah. Hollywood is got a really sordid history. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, right.
And it's not always easy to get things produced. And of course, you've got the infamous, oh, we'll buy this property and sit on it so nobody else comes up with it, or sometimes we'll develop something which is unethical, really, but they develop something that's akin to it, but not exactly,
Right,
and
right.
they're kind of ripping off your IP, which is pretty bad.
Yeah.
But what about the other two races? We got this cat-like race that we just saw. What about the other two alien races that are in the book?
So you've got Scorpion. He's on this page. Let me pull up the page with Scorpion here.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to unclutter the background, and now I gotta pull it. I gotta clutter it up again.
Our names are a big thing of it. You got this character, but you got to name them. How? I mean, is that hard for you to come up with names?
I think coming up with names is one of the more challenging parts of the world building, for sure.
Yeah. Were you into D&D and other or something like that world built?
I've only recently gotten to D&D. I was definitely world building before D&D. World building is a good aid. It's a good way to train your world building skill.
Looks like Omer's got him some corn dogs there. Ooh.
And what is that?
He must have went to Sonic. Yeah. Must have had a special on corn dogs today. 2 for 50. 2 for $1.
50-cent corn dog glizzies at Sonic for Halloween. Yeah. They got 50 cents a piece. That's $1, baby.
Yeah, there you
gotta
go.
Get them glizzies.
Yeah.
Yep, gotta get that mustard on them. I'm gonna eat these while you guys sell some comic books. Go get it. Go get it.
By the way, I did get a backer during the stream, so we are now at 94% of our funding goal.
Yes. Congratulations, sir.
$65. That's all we need. $65.
Hell yeah. So happy for you, dude.
All right.
Gotta get that mustard on there.
Let's update this thing and see it jump.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's formally at $905.
Yeah.
I know they don't have much time. When is it ending again?
9:30, I believe it should be up there. 9:30 Eastern.
9:30 Eastern. Okay, so that would be like 8:30 here. So yeah, coming up on the mark. 39 backers, $935.
Someone backed something big there.
Is that your wife secretly backing back there, or your daughter?
No. Real fans. So someone probably
did a big backer.
Yeah, we had a big backer. The Moss Gloss has been the more popular tier, I think.
Woohoo!
Way to go, Mike Barron. Yeah, back the project, Mike Barron. Hell yeah.
it's nice that he
Someone must have backed the
got
Moss
family
Glass
members that
because
might want
that's
to
the most
back, but
popular.
it's more popular than that.
Oh, I dropped the link
Okay,
to
so-
Larson Artwork. I'm assuming that's your friend back there.
Yep,
Is that right?
that's Sean's work. Yeah, so I bet it looks like someone backed the Moss Glass, so that's been the more popular version. This is a proof of the Moss Glass. It's a higher quality paper. It's shiny, and you can see it's probably like picking up more of the light in the background. So I think this makes the colors pop a bit more, and it's a bit more of an interesting book to read. So yeah, that's been a very popular tier.
Awesome. So we were going to talk about this alien right here on the right, I guess.
Yes, that is Scorpion. He's a Ketodon, so he's basically genetically engineered from a sort of like giant wasp like species. So
Oh,
he's
wow.
from like this sort of like very rocky desert planet. And like the giant wasp like that he's from, like they kind of burrow in the ground and have this tunnel system. So they're kind of like ant wasps, but they're huge.
Yeah.
Sort of like the bugs in Starship Troopers. And
Now, does he have wings?
I don't want to give away that spoiler.
Okay, don't want to give that spoiler away. Okay.
Spoiler.
If you like wings, he has wings, folks. Go back to the book today. Find out.
Yeah. I can actually see the wasp-like quality in his face.
Yeah, so he's engineered from that to be more humanoid. He is like 7 feet tall, him and Sirius.
Really? Wow.
Are you guys in Texas?
Everything.
Sean's from Texas.
We wish we were.
Oh, okay. I'm in
I don't
Texas.
wish
I'm
I
gonna go
was.
visit Sean's store then. Yeah, he's too
yeah,
rich
that's right,
for
you're in
my
Texas.
bud.
I forgot.
Yeah, I can get to Galveston in 6-7 hours. Yeah, it's a huge state. That's what she
It
said.
is a huge state. Now you said three alien races. We've looked at 2. Is the third one not depicted yet?
They're not depicted yet. They are depicted in my little prediction of the future, though. I'm glad you bring that up.
All right.
Because I
Let's
made
take a
these
look at that.
videos to try and illustrate, the diaspora universe and get people accustomed to the
While
ideas.
you bring that up,
I'm
I've got another question. Why should people back call sign Orion?
I don't know. Do you like fun? Because everyone who's read the script said it's fun. And
Fun,
it's
a lot
fun
of
because,
action, aliens.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like a
situation.
space opera with fighter jets and babes and explosions?
I haven't even read the script,
If you don't
and
like
I drew
that, you're
this
just
awesome
boring.
picture because it was fun. Look at this awesome chick. He still loves her. He wants to bang her again. She's an ex-girlfriend. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, eat your corn dog and shut up. Come on, RJ,
Okay,
bring that up.
I'm gonna stuff my mouth so I can shut up, Rex.
Yeah. Stuff your mouth for $1.
Oh, it's too funny. All right.
Yeah, I wish I
let
could
me
afford a
find
corn
my
dog.
video. It'd be under my videos of
Dogs are awesome.
my prediction for the future. Corn dogs are very good. I'm gonna screen share.
Are there
with you.
corn dogs in the future?
On Earth, I'm sure there wouldn't be allowed because it's like a Demolition Man future. Everything that's bad for you is illegal. There's no cigarettes.
Oh, okay. All right.
No
Yeah, and corn dogs are filled from tip to butt.
Sex.
So
There's no contact sports. Nothing's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, there's sex. They actually do promote promiscuous sex because it's like Brave New World.
Okay. Do you remember
Nothing else is fun,
sci-fi above and beyond, space above and beyond? I think we might have talked about that or recommended.
We talked about that. Yeah, I think last time I was on your show.
Yeah. You might be able to catch some of that on YouTube, or at least some of the trailers or something. Get a flavor for it. You really should kind of check that out because it's a good sci-fi thing that NBC had back in the I guess late 80s, maybe 90s, early 90s.
I want to say 90s. I just never watched it.
Yeah.
I got to catch up on that. But this is my prediction of the next 1,000 years. A little recap of
The events
Okay.
that bring about the diaspora universe are set in motion by international
Don't cut
trade
it off
wars.
early this time,
To counteract economic devastation, global trade sectors are created and agreed upon by member nations of the UN. Over the next century, trade sectors become unofficial governing bodies. The UN, as the arbiter of trade disputes, gains exponentially more enforcement power as national sovereignty erodes and trade sectors become continental provinces. Countries that resist the edicts of the UN are threatened with punishment. Skirmishes ensue, leading to wars. Resisting countries are eventually subdued and a global government known as the Union is formed. As the Union's power
Can you pause
expands,
that?
global resources are drained due to rampant mismanagement.
Yep.
So the Union kind of came out of a UN force.
Correct.
But is it the UN or is it morphed into something else? Basically,
It's basically the UN on steroids. Like the UN grows in power and becomes the Union.
They get smart people.
Yeah.
Do I think the Union's made of smart people?
No, do they get smart people?
They're the government, Sean.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're full of idiots. Full of idiots.
All right, roll that bean footage.
All
You asked why. Can I answer?
Yeah, it was.
You asked why. Why would someone want to back it? And I can speak only for myself as an artist who has a totally different idea of where we're going in the world. But I have some idea. You back it because you're interested in the story, because stories is what's kept us, I don't know, alive for however many years we've all been on this planet, right?
Right.
You back it because you're interested in a story or a character is speaks to you because that's your version of what you think. I think that's what this story kind of is. That's why I'm interested in it, is because it doesn't come from one perspective; it comes from a lot.
I hear you saying that stories kind of unify us as a people.
Yeah, it's a unification of people. It's it's telling a narrative, but it's not telling a narrative in such a way that it's being what do you call that? Preached to you. It's a narrative of this is a possibility, but this is how people could respond, and then you get to choose.
I think I did hear RJ say dystopian future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
but you get to choose how you're going to respond to that future, which is cool. And then you can identify with a character and maybe even tell us how we want to paint a character. And
RJ, what's the number one problem in this in this future of yours?
The number one problem? I mean, that's an interesting idea. Because to Sean's point, like, I really hope one day this becomes popular and people have like the Starship Troopers debate, like, were the Bugs the bad guys or were like the Terran Federation the bad guys? You could identify with whatever character and whatever faction you want. I
identify with the Latino poors, the poor Latinos in that story.
All right, so the people from Ether, Carlos the Viper Ramirez.
Yes, that's my primo.
They're represented.
That's my primo. Yes.
I didn't leave you unrepresented, man.
Right. We got to get the tacos in the future. Absolutely.
I had tamales for breakfast, so I feel you.
Wow. Beef,
my wife didn't
pork.
know tamales were breakfast food.
Yes, they are. Oh, what? Yeah. Oh, yeah. They definitely are. Yeah.
If you're an egg on tamale,
absolutely. Yeah. I've had worse for breakfast.
Yeah.
So is it hunger? Is it power hungry politicians? What's the main threat that might not even be articulated in this first book? And then again, it may be
the main threat to humanity.
Well, I mean, what is your main problem in the future as far as humanity? Because that's who we're really talking about, right? The expansion of humans into space. What's their number one problem overall? Themselves. Yeah. Their darker natures.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The Vateri, there's good and bad. And they're sort of, in a way, pitting our civilizations against each other. And we're kind of human beings of their own worst enemy.
Yeah. Well, we're kind of in competition in the universe, right? With all these other alien races, even if they're benign
In a
and
way, like
benevolent.
there's very benevolent Vateri who are like on our side, and then there's others that aren't, who want us to think they're on our side.
Yeah.
But all things considered, we're basically our own worst enemy against ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much. Okay, roll that beam footage. Let's hear some more.
Roll that beam footage. Let's get excited. Yeah.
Jubilee is instated, resulting in all personal property and wealth being surrendered and redistributed by the Union every 25 years. Space exploration is invigorated by the Union, largely out of desperation to leave a dying planet. Solar system colonies are formed, including Mars, Belt, and Titan. Astronomers observe what they suspect to be signs of life on a distant planet that becomes known as Avalon. The Union then commissions Earthship Hope, a deep space expedition to make contact with the alien life forms. Earthship Hope makes contact with friendly aliens who share their technology with Earth. Humans call these aliens Veteri, due to their ancient civilization. After learning about the Veteri's history, it is revealed to humans that the Veteri are from the Andromeda Galaxy. In the course of their many civilizations, Veteri have colonized many worlds and taken on many evolutionary forms, including cyborgs who seem to have godlike abilities. Most Veteri colonies are in deep space, as most Veteri have evolved to not need a planet. After befriending the Veteri of Avalon and sharing in their technology, many humans immigrate to Avalon. Earth, now saved by Veteri technology, starts to rebuild and strengthen its society. As unrest on Earth subsides and order is restored among the rulers of the Union, a royal line of supreme leaders is formed. Over centuries of humans and Veteri living together on Avalon, a hybrid species called Edrin is born. Concurrent with the new society on Avalon is a great deal of human exploration and colonization. Virtually every society conceivable is being experimented with in some form within the diaspora universe.
Diaspora universe.
Diaspora. Yeah. You guys need to hire me to pitch your books and shit and get your show stream.
Oh yeah, I just kicked his ass.
I should make a trailer with
tell me how much you love riding it. Tell me how much
It's just going on.
The Omar get kicked.
Who's our friend there, RJ?
This is Gandalf, the White Wizard.
Oh, okay. There we go. We'll let
the turn of the tide
come back to you. Gandalf. Okay. I guess gonna watch Lord of the Rings with you tonight.
Yeah, I'm just kind of a little bit of a fan. Because I got a cat named Gandalf.
Yeah. Are you gonna I guess yeah, I mean that's a long movie. That's what, 4 hours? Is that right? It's been a while since I've seen it.
I think it's 4 if you have like the extended edition, yeah.
Yeah, the extended, yeah.
Gandalf likes to join the stream. Merlin used to like to join. He used to jump up there and then, ambush me from above, and he hasn't done that in a while.
And I know you're a reader, right? You're like,
he's illiterate, Rex.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm RJ, the illiterate writer.
Yeah. He works through magic.
Now it's all coming.
Gandalf is the one who writes the actual work, right, Gandalf?
Yeah, I just
look at him.
He's like an AI.
Those little paws on the typewriter. Yeah.
Yo, you should do like a cute little paw video where the cat's writing the script and shit. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. You want to write a script?
Then he can sue you later.
Yeah, he'll sue me.
Cease and desist.
Hey, Elsie.
He'll hire an AI attorney to sue me.
What's up, Elsie?
Yeah, you make light of that, but worse things have happened.
Well, I mean, he does have cats in his future that become a sentient race.
Yeah, I mean, they're more of like a Yeti sort of race that mankind tinkered with to make like super soldiers out of.
Nice. So this is kind of your version of Asimov's Foundation, right? I mean, it's kind of sounds with all this outward expansion into the galaxy and whatnot. Yeah, you've got your AI wars just like he did in his novels. And
oh yeah, I'm a big fan of Foundation.
Yeah,
I like Foundation more than Dune. That's kind of my hot take. Foundation is better than Dune.
Yeah. Well, Dune is its own rip-off version of Foundation, right? Because Foundation came
Yes,
first.
Foundation's older. That is true.
Yeah.
Huh?
And it's so amazing how Asimov could think of these concepts back in
Mhm.
what, the 30s or 40s,
Yeah, it was the
50s.
40s when he
Yeah,
wrote
the 40s.
Foundation.
And he lived all the way till
I
what,
mean,
like
it's
the
been
80s
around for a
almost,
long
didn't
time.
he?
No, Asimov's American. He's sort of WW2.
I know, but what you're talking about is very little Cummings, isn't it?
Foundation, no.
No, I don't know about
Oh,
Foundation.
I thought Asimov was Russian
Dune is
and immigrated to the
Israel,
U.S.
socialism, communism. That's what is it? Well,
Google it. Google it.
you look at it.
Um,
Yeah.
Sherry fell asleep
It's
during the
feudal
first
wars.
hour.
Yeah.
I'm good, thanks.
Hi, Carrie. RJ, I'm trying to scan this here in a bit so I can send it to you so you can have it right now
Sweet.
while on the stream. And I'll try to post it too to get you some more eyeballs on your project, too.
So we're
Sweet.
what?
I'm just catching up on the chat here. Hey, Walter Danley.
I had to do my math here. We've got how much
Got
to go?
$65.
$65 away from funding. Let's watch the trailer yet again.
Yet again.
Jerry fell
Yeah,
asleep
back in
during the first part.
today.
Yeah. By the way, I forgot to mention, I got a backer on the stream, and as promised, I'm going to do a
You
shot
got
for
to
every
take a
backer.
shot, right?
So
You got to separate
that was
it.
a $30 backer. So I'm
Hell
going to
yeah.
take it as they're doing they must have done Moss Gloss plus shipping. So for that, I'm going to do a shot of bourbon.
Well, before you take a shot of that bourbon, we've got a question out in which was a pretty nice question since he fell asleep during the first part of the show. But it is later there in the UK where Carrie's at. She says, will the campaign be extended or is that it?
It
Back
is
it today. That's it, guys. After this, it's going to be gone. You got to back it now. But tomorrow he might go ahead.
what Elmer said.
Yeah. It might go into the
comic for the time being. We're gonna take whatever's left to Kickstarter. If we're over that, then we'll just start at 100% of our goal or whatever. Eventually be back because Fun of My Comic is my preferred venue, so it'll eventually be back at Storefront. But you know, I am hoping to get more than what we posted as the funding goal, because it's expensive to make a book, and I am self-funding a lot of it. And if we do reach more than that, I've got those stretch goals listed on the campaign page. At 2,000, we're going to have these same patches that I'm wearing now available to the backers. And
Sweet.
after that, there's the $4,500 goal, which is going to get you a cosplay cover, a photo cosplay cover of Lisa Foyles. Lisa Foyles here, who's signing these cards. This is a proof, but she signed 9 cards that are left, and she will be in character as Lena Riley on the cosplay cover. So
now, is she going to go like the convention circuit with you once you get them printed up? You think maybe out there at a local?
I mean, if
convention?
I do them, I've never done cons, and she's done a lot of cons. I don't know. I know cons aren't her favorite thing to do. Not that she doesn't love fans; she just doesn't like to sit there and charge for her signature. She'd rather interact in concerts. That's her thing. She's very much into music and performing on stage.
Right there.
Yeah, she doesn't tour really either because she's got kids, but she loves to perform in Las Vegas where she lives.
Hi, Carrie.
Well, you know from firsthand, children will change your life for sure. You know.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So Derek,
Yeah.
And yes, you do want to watch. You should want to watch Top Gun. This is very much a Top Gun Battlestar Galactica inspired costume, which
Yeah.
is as an alpha. So you see the
Yeah.
alphas wearing these suits. That's their like battle. That's their battle dress attire, you could say. But you know, when they're not on the battlefield, this is what they would wear.
I really like Battlestar Galactica with the Vipers, the remake. Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
good
exactly.
remake.
I
Yeah.
love that remake.
Yeah.
And the alphas, they're very much like the Viper pilots and like how they are. So hence this my costume and my character.
Yeah. Great. I mean, put some shades on and a jacket and you got it. There you go, man. Easy. Easy
It's the
peasy.
vibe. It's
Lemon
the vibe.
squeezy.
You
Yeah.
know the vibe.
Yeah. There you go. Right there,
Bonsai,
folks.
slancha, all of the above.
Oh
Cheers.
man, and I mean he's not chintzy on that. Look at that. That thing's full. Oh man. Okay, there we
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
tasty.
You'd
Feeling
like
good.
to do that a few more times, wouldn't you? And smoke a cigar afterwards.
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
Yeah. RJ's jacket is giving Top Gun, maybe Ghostbuster vibes. Yeah. Who are you gonna call? Oh, we got Caleb in the house. Woo! Right.
RJ,
Hey,
we're gonna call RJ. You know what? Let's
Right.
hope RJ get to 1,000 subs, and when he gets to 1,000 subs and 2,000 on call sign Orion, he's gonna do a hot tub stream and he'll write your name on his body for $10 super chats. Let's get him to 1,000 subs. Just kidding. That's what I'm doing.
I am building this costume out still. I've got 2 patches on the way that didn't deliver yet, unfortunately. One says Orion, it's gonna go right here.
Awesome.
The other's a United Nations patch that's round like
now
this.
those like heat transfer, or is that stitch on?
It's iron on, yeah, heat transfer.
Iron on. Okay. All right. Yeah. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, I see some similarities with the type of thematic, you know, space stuff that you're doing with Hex Allen's. You know, I can't help but think of Nephilim Squadron. You know, he's got like patches and buttons and things like that, you know, in his universe. So that's pretty cool. I always like that type of thing, you know, where you've got a lot of action and you say there's a lot of action, but you got a lot of development within this first issue. I mean, how did you arrive at 42 pages for your book? Where's the
first
cutoff point? You know, what's enough and what's too little, what's too much, you know?
Well, first, before I answer that, I want to respond to the chat.
Okay.
Gothic Angel and Walter Danley. If you guys are on X or anything, DM me and we'll work something out because I don't want to leave any potential backer behind. If you gotta wait for the next paycheck, that's fine. We'll figure something out. Let me know what you want and send me a message on Fund My Comic. Maybe that might be a way to do it. You could create an account on Fund My Comic if you're not already on X or some other platform.
I know Elsie's on Facebook. Of course, I could kind of play a little middleman there too. I know. Yeah. I'm on
Carrie's
Instagram. Yeah.
RJ William on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm on all those platforms.
Go ahead and drop your links in the private chat there, and I'll throw them out in the chat for everybody if you would, RJ. If you're on Facebook, Instagram, I know you're on Instagram. You're on X, which some people are on X, some they're not. Like Carrie used to be, but now she's not, and I understand that. You know, Elsie's just kind of exclusively Facebook, but. Give me those links and I'll make sure they get out in the chat for everybody where you can see. Will. Yeah. And your YouTube channel too, if you would share that with everybody.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. If message me on any social media, or you could create an account on Fund My Comic and message me there. I'll respond to you and we'll figure something out.
Elsie, I think wants Comic A.
Comic A. Yeah. Luke Stone's cover. Let me share it. I should have listened to Omer and done this sooner, but I will. I will do it, Omer. I'm going to pull up cover A.
I'm telling you, I know how to do these things.
I know.
I've never done one.
You know, I had to pick the cover which really drew me the best, and it was Luke Stone. cover, you know, even over Doc Blaylock, you know.
Yeah.
I enjoy his, but man, I just had to get this kick-ass Luke Scone cover. That's awesome.
I put it backstage so you can make it real big on the screen.
Okay.
Is that it? Did I put it there?
That's it from the campaign, yeah.
I mean, it should be backstage. I put just the cover itself.
Okay. All right. All right.
Show up way
Let me
bigger.
take this. Okay. Why is that up there? That's me. Okay, wait a minute. There we go.
There we go.
I got it. There we
So
go.
that's Luke Stone's cover. That's cover A. And
yeah, that's great, man. That looks like a galactic war going on.
It is, and that's a battle that happens in this book.
Oh, Walter says I'll take B too. So there you go. You got 1 and 2. There you go. You got a discount if you buy 2, right?
Well, it is available on a tier, on several different tiers. You get the alpha tier, you get both covers. There's cover B. I also put that backstage.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Luke Stone put a ton of work into the background of that space battle. And there's cover B by Doc Blaylock. Yeah. That one's more of a 1970s sci-fi movie poster inspiration. Kind of like a planet with rings there in the background with abstract colors, and you got each character.
RJ, is there a character that's supposed to be you in the book? I mean, did you draw yourself into the book, or want a character that was sort of reminiscent for you?
No, I didn't do any self-inserts. I didn't do a Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, some writers do that. You know, I haven't done that in my book, but I do have a drawn in tier.
Yeah. Yeah. Not knocking anybody. Yeah. No, I know a lot of people do that. I didn't do that. But yeah, the alpha tier for the alpha tier both are available, and pretty much every tier you get either or. But if you get back the alpha tier, you get both, and one of them is signed by me, Mike Barron, and Luke Stone.
That's cool. Yeah, to get the autograph. Absolutely. I didn't even know that was up there. Now, you can get the printed book and the trading card, which is also now. Is that you said that other one was still up there? You had 9 left, so very limited on the trading card. How many trading cards were done? Total
15.
15. Wow. Okay. And that's including on this campaign. You might have to close out that other for
the old campaign, yeah.
And you know, I tried to get that darn pop socket and sign up for that more than once, and I haven't been able to do it. I tried it a couple times and put my information in, and I don't know why I never got a pop socket, but he started out with pop sockets.
Yeah, they were available for the first 10 backers. But you know what? If you want a pop socket, I could send you one. I got one right here. This is what they look like.
Let's take a look at that and see what it looks like. It's been a while since I've seen it. It's pretty kick-ass.
Yeah.
Is that the main character all suited up, or is that someone else?
Yeah, this is Orion. This is the first iteration of Orion.
Okay.
JP7 Johnny on Twitter. JP7
looks
art.
like the background with the oak leaves looks like I think that's what you call them, is kind of a UN symbol, right? I mean, it's
Yep, because I'm gonna have a UN patch on this jacket and an add Orion patch also. They haven't delivered yet, but I'm gonna add that to this jacket. I'll wear it more on streams. But yeah, so Orion represents Earth, the Union, so they have the UN symbol as their flag. They have a UN flag. So that's what's in the background here. And this is the first.
Get an extra of those pop sockets. I'll take one too.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll send you guys some. But yeah, I was initially giving these just to the first 10 backers.
Well, even before that, I think you could go and put your information in on one of your sites, right? And that's what I was trying to do, and never quite got it, you know. But
yeah, I think it was through Substack. I've
yeah,
hung out
through
with,
your
like, Success
Substack. So you
subscribers,
got a
yeah.
Substack. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that was early before I even launched. I was doing some pre-launch stuff.
Mhm.
And I heard some
Yeah.
people had issues with Substack, so maybe that's what you're
I
referring
was
to.
one of them. I tried multiple times to get the pop socket from you because we'd had you on and you kind of had talked about that. And we had you on talking about the trading card, Fund My Comic, you know, and your YouTube channel and everything, RJ Williams. So besides closing out your campaign and your new baby, what else is happening in your world? Is work going to ramp up for you during the holidays?
Sorry, I'm reading the chat here. Yeah, so first of all, sorry you didn't get that. I didn't know you had that problem on Substack. I'll get you a pop socket.
Okay.
Same
I'll
with you,
make sure
Omer.
you got my address again. Yeah.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. Yeah.
yeah. I'll get you guys these pop sockets. Yeah, this is the first time Orion was ever drawn. This is the first iteration of Orion here.
Okay. Was that done by Luke Stone?
No, this is done by Johnny, JP7 Art on Twitter.
Okay.
He lives in Brazil, and he did an excellent job. This is the first iteration of Orion, first time he was ever drawn,
Yeah.
and this is what every backer is going to get. I have like 150 of these, so every backer so far is going to get one of these.
What is
for
that?
free of charge? This is
What
a
is
sticker.
Oh,
Sticker.
wow. Okay.
Same image that's on the pop socket. So everyone
Yeah,
who's
that's
back so
awesome.
far is going to get one of these as well.
Yeah. Well, take us through the tactical suit there. Exactly what does it do? Or is it just like an Exco armor? What is it?
It's got like 5 functions. So like one is this armor, yes. It also conceals a lot of weapons.
Yeah.
And it has this, it interacts with a chip that's in their brain. And it has this brain chip. So when it's in physical contact with this brain chip, the user, the wearer of the suit, is able to open up parts of the suit and use the suit with their thoughts. Part of that is just drawing weapons. Another function is that it's a propulsion system, so they could fly
like Elon
by
Musk
thinking.
technology.
Yeah, it
with
is
the
like
brain
that.
chip.
The same brain chip idea. So they could fly with the suit just by thinking. So it's armor. It conceals weapons. It's propulsion system. It's also a spacesuit. Separates them from their environment, so they could be in space. And then it's also something they could use to interact with their ship, the F-26 Aerostar, which I pre-launch, I had these 3D prints of the Aerostar available. One of them I painted. I painted a few of them actually. These were available as a pre-launch campaign for a while. Maybe I'll bring them back. So they interact with the Aerostar through their suit, and with their thoughts, they could fly remotely. So what that means is, say they're pinned down, they could be their own airstrike essentially by thinking about it. So yeah, the suit serves a lot of functions, and by interacting with that brain chip. But that's basically how that works, and that's how the suit's laid out. And that's the first version of it ever. So every backer is getting that for free. Another little trinket you could get for like a $5 add-on is the Alpha Magnet. So it's a magnet with the same symbol that appears on the patch that I have, which is a stretch goal. So I hope that explains some things.
Did we lose Rex? It sounds good to me. You're
Sure
biginated, so
yeah, I hope that sounds pretty cool, everybody.
You probably had to go let Abby out, and probably had to tinkle himself.
There you are.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, I had to let Abby out. He was like, "Oh man, we're over the 2-hour mark. Are you kidding me?"
Yep.
So I got things. Yeah, we could message each other through X, or we could message each other through Fund My Comic, or we could just go through Rex, whichever.
Absolutely, we're here trying to get that $65 for Ryan. For RJ for call sign Orion. That's where I got the Ryan from. That's the way my brain works.
Well, it's funny because
over.
Orion is the main character's call sign, but his real name is Otis Ryan.
Well, see, it's sticking with me already, RJ.
There you go.
Over there on Fund My Comic, awesome comic. I backed it. I think Omer said he backed it too. I think Shadowhawk might have even backed this one. It's an awesome project if you like just action, adventure, sci-fi. Take us through some of the other technology. I'm seeing a portal or something there. Can you give us?
Oh yeah. So
maybe not a spoiler
there,
but yeah.
Yeah, so on that page there's the space battle going on. The alphas are in their Aerostars doing dogfight stuff, and then they launch missiles and they blow up the bay door of this landing bay. So then they land inside. They fly out of their ships and land inside. So that's what's going on that page. And then they seal off the environment. They have these kind of grenades that create this seal that seals off the air from escaping. And then they're able to open up the helmets and breathe the air that's in the ship. So that's what's going on that page. So that last panel is a transition. They're sealing off the environment, and then they're able to open up their helmets on the next page.
Well, now that we kind of talked generally first time you were on, a couple times, about what was some of your inspirations for Call Sign Orion. You think just like I know what was the one with Richard Dean Anderson with the portals?
Oh yeah, Stargate.
Yeah, Stargate. Yeah, they first started out, I think, on Stars the first 5 seasons, and then went to Sci-Fi Channel for the next 5 seasons. So they actually got like a movie, which was the impetus, and then we got 10 seasons that were pretty solid seasons with that. That's how do you get a character, as a writer from point A to point B? I do that kind of in Devil Flyer through portals, but that's only one way you can do it, right? I mean, there's different ways that you can do it for the story beats. So there will be portals, and that portals will be a big part in my storytelling. With Stargate, that was like, yeah, you can walk in from Earth and connect with another gate that's routed basically like a satellite and be a galaxy away on another planet and come out in a different environment altogether. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we don't have portals in the Diaspora universe. They have to get around the old-fashioned way with warp speed.
Yeah. And so when was that given to mankind? I mean, where the quantum leap from faster than light probably travel, right?
About a century from now.
Okay, so this is set 1,000. Did you say 1,000 years in the future?
Yes.
Okay, so they just now got that technology. Is that what you're saying?
No, they get that technology about a century from now, and then they spend the rest of the time terraforming and expanding.
Okay, so man's had this faster than light or whatever, this warp speed for hyper speed, whatever, for like 900 years now.
Yep.
Okay, so they've been building their ships around all that and stuff, and that was gifted to them by an alien race. What were some of the other things that were gifted to man that kind of jumped them ahead?
Well, the ability to terraform would be one.
Yeah. Okay, so that ability come from the alien races. Okay, so that really helped the expansion. I imagine they started off with Mars and other planets within the solar system, right? And then expanded out from there.
Yep, Mars is colonized. Parts of the belt are colonized. Titan's a big one. Titan is sort of like the Monaco of the solar system now. Like all the most wealthy and influential people, human beings live on Monaco or live in Titan, which is like our Monaco. Avalon's a big one. Avalon's where we first made contact with the Vateri. So
I
The
imagine you
first,
have like luxury planets, don't you? Like they're you know, if you don't show them in this one, maybe in the future where the elite go to vacation, right?
yeah, that's basically what Titan is. They
Yeah.
vacation and kind of live there full time.
Uh-huh.
All the most wealthy and influential people of Earth live on Titan. And you could say they're the ones really running the show of the Union. Like the supreme leader is kind of, it's sort of like North Korea. Like you have the Kim Jong, Kim Jong Un. They're the
Uh-huh.
supreme leaders of North Korea, but really the people making decisions are the generals. It's kind of that way on with the Union. You have the supreme leaders who are like the royal line, but the people who really make the decisions and pull the strings are the influential people, and they all live on Titan. Um, and then you have Avalon. So the first Vateri we made contact with are basically the Amish of the Vateri. Like there's so many Vateri, and they've evolved in so many different directions.
Uh-huh.
Being so ancient and from the Andromeda galaxy, we made contact with Vateri that like to live on a planet, and they don't want cybernetic enhancements. So they're very much about being biological beings and being left alone.
Yeah.
So they live on this planet that we called Avalon, and they decided to help us out when we were desperate and we were looking for other life.
So I guess there's cybernetic enhanced humans.
Yep, there are also biologically enhanced humans. There's kind of a trend to like blend like your DNA with like animal DNA. So like
Yeah.
say like you're a girl and you want like cat eyes to look, I don't know, cool or more feminine or
Right.
whatever.
Or
Like
maybe
that's a
increase your
trend.
vision. Yeah.
Or like for a guy, I like to look like a minotaur and have horns and huge muscles, you know.
Wow.
So there's biological enhancements that are sort of a fad, and there's cybernetic enhancements which have like more utility.
Now, is that also gifted in your universe to humanity? The sort of the biological enhancements?
That's more something we like figured out how to do. Like the
Okay.
Vateri wouldn't, most Vateri civilizations, especially those from Avalon, wouldn't encourage that kind of thing.
Why did
Um,
you want to set it 1,000 years in the future? You just want to kind of distance it from and give mankind enough time to sort of get out there?
yeah, I want to give us plenty of time to spread and evolve,
Mm-hmm.
just to show like all the different directions like mankind could take. Not all of them, because we've got like a million years in the future or something, but
Right.
you know, to be somewhat connected to where we are now, but also give us plenty of direction to expand.
Well, J. Michael Stravinsky with his great Babylon 5, which I think and I'm hoping that he does a redo on that show, him overseeing it all, because it is sort of his singular vision. And he wrote most of the episodes anyway in that 5-year series and all those specials. He said, I wrote 1,000,000 years in the future and 1,000,000 years in the past. And so I knew where I had come from and where I was going. I kind of like that
Yeah, yeah,
as a thought, as a writer. You kind of need to know where you're going. Not always. I mean, that kind of comes sometimes at the last minute. I think that I
yeah.
think with my own writing, some of it is kind of drips and drabs. But one thing that I've learned is that you can start. And I guess I should have known this from Star Wars, because they started with chapter 4.
Right.
They
In
started
episode
somewhere in the
4.
middle.
Yeah. Um,
You
just
can
seeing the
start the
chat.
story anywhere.
Yeah, that is true. You can. Just seeing the chat. Thank you very
Mhm.
much, Gothic Angel, for reaching out. I see you've done that, and I will message you. It looks like you want maybe a Moss Gloss both covers, like a $40. So I'll reach out to you further. But for reaching out, I want to honor your efforts here, and I owe you a shot.
Oh, all right. All right. There you go. And I think Elsie may
I'm
be backing your book too. I don't know. We'll get confirmation for that because we want him to get.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
We'll get
by the way?
confirmation, but I am a man of my word. So cheers.
All right. So, yeah, and he's filling that thing up, folks. It's not like, you know.
I am. I'm not stingy.
Yeah, he's not stingy. Now, what are you drinking? Because you got a collection there. You got tequila. Show us what you got.
Yeah, I don't know if this will get you struck, but this is Old Forester. Free advertising for the Old Forester.
Well,
it's bourbon.
You showed it earlier, and it hadn't got us struck yet, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Old Forester. Okay.
I turned the label away, but yeah, it's Old Forester bourbon.
Yeah. Homer is a white nipple. Okay.
I don't know
what that means, Gary. Physical copy times 2, so I can have cover A and B.
Oh,
and
I
shipping
see what
to
you're
UK
saying.
makes it
I see what you're
$40
saying.
on Famicom. Yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah, send me your info and I'll get it to you.
Yeah. My avatar may not be showing up. That's why she's saying I'm a white nipple.
Oh,
yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I was making sure my payment went through.
White nipple joke.
Yeah, it should have my avatar. It shows it for me, but I was making sure I was getting paid Canadian Shield because I backed and there was some issue with one of my cards. So I just moved it to another card to make sure he got his payment. So that's why I was off camera, because I had my cards out. Didn't want to share my financial information, guys. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Come on. Don't be boring.
So
by the way, we got someone in the chat, A. Riley in it. Hello. Thank you for saying hello. And this is A. Riley also. This is Lena Riley. She's the news reporter on the trading card, signed by Lisa Foyles. The actual ones are signed by Lisa Foyles. This is a proof. Yeah, so since we got a Riley in the chat, I thought we'd share our resident Riley, Lena Riley.
Yeah, there you go. What was the big thing to go to Kickstarter? Because you're going to Kickstarter with it next.
Well, I've already extended on Fund My Comic, so it's expiring. So I just want to reach new audiences, expand out to other unexplored territory where no man's gone before.
Yeah. So your top sci-fi, or your top, give me your top inspirations that are kind of baked into your comic. You think that?
Oh yeah, baked into the comic. Brave New World for the dystopian part of it. Also for the more military aspect of it, Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
And for the more action-oriented dogfighting part of it, Battlestar Galactica.
Okay, all right. Now I'm unfamiliar with Brave New World. I've heard of it. I don't know that I've
Aldous Huxley, A Brave New World by Aldous Huxley.
Yep.
Also, if you've ever seen THX 1138, it's highly based on most of A Brave New World.
Okay,
big
I love that.
Ideas.
Yeah. I think that was
haven't,
like
but I know what it is.
Yeah,
George Lucas made that as a
George Lucas,
film.
THX. Yeah.
And he referenced it as an Easter egg in A New Hope.
Yeah,
because when they bring in Chewbacca and they said prisoner transfer from cell block THX 1138, that's an Easter egg for his student film he made when he was a USC student.
Oh wow, yeah. I guess I knew that. Yeah.
And then there's the whole sound system at the very beginning of all of the Star Wars movies, THX.
THX, that the name of the company, that does special effects. THX was really born from the Death Star trench run. That was their first thing they ever did. And
well, that's Industrial Light and Magic.
That was ILM, you're right.
ILM, yeah. THX is the sound system that he created so theaters would sound better. Yeah.
You're right. I stand corrected. Yeah, but they were all involved in Star Wars, and both companies were born from that movie.
Right, and it's crazy that he had to come up with a whole new company just for sound, and then a whole new company for digital, and and keep them separate, right? So that they don't think he's creating a monopoly or something, right? And that's the whole idea, right?
Right.
RJ's had a few. You had to forgive him, folks.
Yeah, sorry guys. I've had 2 shots because I've had 2 backers.
He's getting a little fuzzy on his facts.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
back it today and get him drunk. He would love that
I would love that. Yeah.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
would love to get
that's
snockered
awesome.
and have a stogie later. And what are you
Hell
going to do
yeah,
for dinner,
hell yeah.
RJ, or is that already taken care of?
You're gonna get some glizzies like I did at
Sean, my
your
hype
local.
man, is taking care of dinner.
Nice.
Okay. I saw him snacking back there, I thought, earlier. He's not waiting
Yeah,
on
I
you.
think he was snacking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't bring
Do
you
you
any?
like to? Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's you're creating a great universe, RJ. Because you got foods, you got alien foods, you got water holdovers that we can identify with touchstones. You know, you got new technologies. You've got so many different directions you can go with it. Like I was saying, like a luxury planet, or is there betting and gambling? Do they have space races? There's so many different directions you can go with this.
Yeah, and I do like the world building part, and yeah, like betting and gambling. Those are aspects of Titan. Like Titan is where all the wealthiest, most influential people from Earth would live, and that's basically like Monaco, of the Union. So yeah, that's basically what they do on Titan. They live large, they bet, they gamble, they live the life of luxury.
Would you say the big government faction that kind of morphed and came out of the UN are they corrupt? Well, how
Well,
would you
yeah,
characterize
by
the
nature.
Earth's government? Yeah, just by the human nature. Yeah.
Think of the UN and the World Economic Forum. Now imagine them with like space traveling ability and futuristic technology. That's basically what they are.
Yeah. Really, the problem's compounded, right? I mean, we got enough problems on Earth. And in that thing we showed earlier, you said dying planet. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? I guess you were talking about Earth there, that Earth's dying.
Yeah.
Pollution, overpopulation, what?
Yeah, about a century from now, Earth is dying because there were trade wars that kind of where the UN stepped in and created trade zones. So Earth was divided into zones based on continents and ethnicities, and this is kind of based in like Trotskyism of like if you keep people separate and always divided, they're going to turn to the government for like a solution. So that's where the UN steps in on a global scale, and they divide the Earth into trade sectors, which are basically continental divides to keep us divided as human beings. And they step in as sort of the arbiters of all these different trade zones that they created. And eventually, due to like government bureaucracy and mismanagement, Earth is like basically depleted of resources and starving. Not that we're truly depleted of resources, but that like we were just basically poor and starving because of mismanagement. And there's a lot of skirmishes and wars because a lot of zones want to break off from the United Nations and be independent. As they once were, and the UN steps in and fights them. So there's a lot of war and skirmish and just mismanagement. So that's why the Earth is basically dying and starving. And
well, it's kind of like a global Earth, right? I mean, I think in that it also mentioned that the borders had been kind of dissolved in between nations.
Yeah, basically dissolved, and every continent is basically a province of the United Nations. So borders basically are meaningless. So out of an act of desperation, the Earth sends a ship out, Earthship Hope, out to explore, make contact with this civilization they could observe, and it's on this planet that they call Avalon, and that's where they first meet the Viteri and are gifted with Viteri technology to sort of save themselves. That's our material salvation, is when the Viteri.
How long did it take you to come up with all this, RJ?
I mean, I was thinking about this for, I don't know. I first started about maybe 10 years ago, and how long did it come up? I don't know.
Yeah.
It was kind of like cooking in my mind and my subconscious for like a long time. And one day,
right,
I was aware of it and it came to me.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? I mean, actually put putting it down and putting it in print really forces you to really think about, okay, what's next, doesn't it? In the next story, the next leg of the journey, and what you want to develop and sort of prioritize with.
Yeah.
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 Or at least that's been in my experience with Devil Flyer. It's like, okay, if I'm going to put this character in here, I have to develop this first and blah, 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 set the foundation for the characters. Yeah. On your second release, is there going to be, well, okay, I want to ask you this. You're going over to Kickstarter with it. Are you going to have another variant cover or anything to make it different over there on Kickstarter from where you've had it over on Fund My Comic, or are you just going to put it up there the way it is?
Yeah, I'm just going to stick with the 2 covers.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know some people do, variant covers for every, one that they go to. And it's, that's not always feasible.
Yeah.
Or necessary, really.
It looks like I'm having a bit of a family emergency. Might have to run.
Uh-oh. Okay. Well, I mean, that's fine. You got to do what you got to do, especially family comes first.
Yeah. But thank you for having me, and thank you to all the backers. And I will be in contact with you guys for everyone who's interested, and I'll get you your books.
Absolutely, and I'll pass on any information from LZ or Carrie that I can. Just get with me on Instagram or on Facebook, wherever, and get Riley the information he needs. Thanks so much for coming on. Don coming in here right
hey,
on
Don.
the cusp.
Yeah.
And RJ, thanks for coming on and sharing with us so much and let me pick your brain apart and enjoy your movie tonight. And thank your wife for your valuable time, because it's, while you're sitting in front of the camera, it's also taking time away from your family. So we really,
she's been watching the baby I was making there. So thank you guys. Thank you for having me. I'm gonna have to run.
Thank you. All right.
Real life stuff, but it's been fun, and
bro.
I'll be talking to you guys again. Thank you. I gotta go, but thanks.
Not a problem. Omer, you there? He's muted. There's something. What's it say? So small I can't see it. Let me see. Let me dig in it here. He'll be right back. Okay. He's doing a fan art piece for RJ's book that's going to be in the book. He's pretty close to the coloring it right now, to the color side of things. That'll be interesting to see. Send me a link. Okay. We got an echo on your part. You must have YouTube open glitch.
Hey, sorry, I'm echoing. I thought I had muted. Sorry about that. Sorry, everyone. I thought I had muted on the phone. Yeah,
there
so I'm not
Don.
on the computer
I just dropped
yet.
it in the chat. I hope that works for you. Omer, I'm going to let you take it over for a second. Let me go ahead and get Abby in. I also got to put my tortoise in. It's getting cold out there.
All right, but yeah, no
I
problem.
kind of was giving him some sunshine, but it's dark out there now. And then we'll look at some artwork by Arthur Saddam, because this is Feature Friday. And but I'm going to let you take it over here for a second.
Yeah, I'll hold down the fort.
And Don, if that link ain't good for you, just let me know. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, if you're in the back, Don, you'll have to wait a little bit because he's taking his dog out or bring him back in. Yeah, doing some fan art here of Closeout and Orion. Go back in today. They're $65 away from getting fully backed over there on Fund My Comic. Let's see. Let me refresh. I believe it was 65. Did they get closer to it? I'm trying to install since my main computer, the workhorse that I use to scan all this stuff. Yeah, $65 away. Is that what it is? Yeah, 60. Yep, they got an hour to go, so hopefully somebody will go and back. So I'm trying to install these drivers on this backup computer for the scanner, and so I can scan this, and then I can start coloring it. I tried to scan all the black and white line art, and it looks it was a lot of fun to do. It took a little while to get into the characters, but after talking to RJ and having him on Wednesday night, the Hump Day show, he put up with me having to do it this way with the phone, so that was great, and I got to know him, and I really got into the characters and got a feel for Orion there. And if you look carefully, look, I put Orion in the smoke there. Always try to do something cool like that. Orion, yeah. And then we got explosions over here, smoke, the three. Okay, so the sun, a planet, a moon, and a moon, and of course we got the ex-girlfriend babe who he totally wants to bang again. She's all beaten up, so her under breastises is gonna show here a little bit. She's got a little exposed belly. She's got her little legs all beat up, and she's dropped her weapon. And Orion's coming in for the save, and of course the ship's taking off in the background without them, so they'll have to find some way to get onto the ship. And of course, after he fixes her up and cleans her up, they're gonna bang. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they? It's a comic book. That's what happens. That's what has to happen. Oh my god, so terrible. Let me install these drivers. We'll get this scan sent out to Orion. Hopefully I can post it and bring some more attention to his campaign here in the last hour or so. I was hoping to get this done earlier so I could have posted and linked him and all that good stuff and get this stuff out to the interwebs. The interwebs. John, if you're back there, just hold on a second. You can come on and hang out. Yeah, I plan on coloring this, and I told RJ if he wanted the artwork, I'd send to him, and if he wants to, whatever that helps fund towards the comic, awesome. And if he wants to give me a little kickback, that'd be great. Let me see here. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. I'm probably gonna get out of here a little bit after Rex comes back, so we can do his bit for his show. And I'm gonna take a break because at 8 o'clock we got Art Nights. Oh, no, wait. Tonight's the last episode of Biztober, and I'm gonna start a painting doing Judge Dredd. I gotta find some Simon Bisley Dredd piece so I can kind of start laying that out and sketch it out so that when the showtime I can start painting it. I still need to finish the other piece, but it's the last Biztober for the evening. Rex, do you come on the show and hang out? No, right? You don't do Biztober with me? I forget who comes on and hangs out.
I haven't yet. Oh.
Yeah, you.
Hey, Don.
Yeah.
What up?
What's up, Don? What up?
What it be? What it
Cool up,
was?
brother?
What it could have been?
What it could have been, what it was that I was be winning.
Happy Halloween, everybody. How we doing?
Happy Halloween to you. What are you working on there, dude?
A double-page bread for a mega mission.
This guy's making comic books over here. I gave him all these big compliments, and he got this big head, and he thinks he's something now. Jeez. Resharing all his stuff and telling him he's great. I'm a good hype man.
That's one kind of telling of the story. Sure.
You're a great hype man. I couldn't ask for a better.
I tried, brother.
I'm not paying you, though.
Yeah, I know. No, you ain't got to pay me. That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for.
Oh, wait, we're friends? Oh, shit.
Yes, Don.
Clearly misunderestimated this whole relationship.
You big asshole. Yeah, we're friends.
I know.
Jerk.
I can't help it. I love you too.
I know. Yeah, I love your butthole more.
In the most anally raping way possible.
Oh my.
That's how we do it, man.
We're on Rex's channel. Don't burn it down yet. Oh, that looks awesome, Rex.
Don, do you like Arthur Saddam? I'm gonna feature some of this. Is Feature Friday, and I gotta.
He's okay, but I heard
we had to close out.
I heard he's a giant prick at conventions, so.
Is he? Okay.
That's what I heard.
I thought he might
he
be.
takes up everybody's space.
I thought he might be appropriate for.
Go ahead, sorry, Rex.
I thought he might be appropriate for artists to show off some of his work on Halloween, though. He's done like alien work. He's done um, done the Marvel Zombie. You know, that's kind of where I first noticed his artwork. But he's been around for a while. I know
Oh yeah.
he actually had a short comic in the early 80s with his name on the cover, done by Pacific Comics, Fly and something. I can't remember the name of it.
Well,
But,
here's what happened with Art Saddam and the comic book
mhm.
convention scene. From what I remember hearing, is so he got in good with Marvel MCU, and he was one of the first guys who started doing work for them. And he was that other guy, the one Avery who did the Iron Man stuff. So Saddam was the
Avi
guy
Granoff.
before him who did the Iron Man stuff, and he got a big head about him, and he thought he was the big shit. And then when he would go to cons, he was demanding a lot of things, and he started having a big attitude about it, and he wanted to get paid to go to cons. And so eventually, they just like he was such a jerk that they just stopped inviting him to cons. They banned him from cons because he all the movie stuff was getting to his head.
Oh
And
yeah, dude.
so
Doug Bacon's doing the same thing on the studio. You don't know behind the scenes. He's always asking for special shit to come on the show, and
yeah, it's like, where's my blue M&Ms, asshole?
he wants a bag of grapes and shit.
Yeah,
Special purple colored dildo, all kind of stuff.
yeah, yeah.
It's not fair to the other people who don't get the stuff, man.
So he
Market
kind of got
that.
booed out of the comic book industry, and he hasn't done a whole lot of stuff since then. And he's kind of retired too. So
Did you say he
that's
was
what I
retarded?
know. Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
That's what I've heard of him, Rex. But he's done a bunch of
Huh.
good stuff. I mean,
Well, I heard
could
he
be
was
wrong.
a bad dude,
I
man,
could be wrong.
who would set up his signage in such a way where it was more predominantly featured against everybody else that was there. Didn't really take anybody else's visual impact into consideration.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah. I won't say who I heard it from, but it was Zorglitch. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
look,
he had that huge. Go ahead, Rex. Sorry.
I was just going to say, and you know, look, man, to the general public, you say Jack Kirby, they say Jack who? You know,
Yeah.
you say Stan Lee, they might know because of the movies. I mean, there's no big names in comics. And I don't think that there's ever going to be any big names in comics. Maybe on the European scene, it's a little different, you know.
Mobius.
Yes, exactly. Something
Mobius.
like that. But I just, no matter how huge you are and how prolific you are, you know, unless you do like not even movie posters, I don't know. I don't know how you break out and become, you know, as well known. I
Part of the
mean,
Hard work,
zeitgeist.
man.
even in the greater scheme of artistic realm, there's only so many Rembrandts. You mentioned Rembrandt, people might know vaguely who it is, but you know, I mean, it's a matter of education, yes, but
Yeah, it's hard to
nobody
be
should
a
get,
Leonardo or a
When you're
Raphael or a
surrounded by assholes.
Michelangelo.
you know, my advice is no matter where you're at, stay humble, you know.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like me.
If you, I mean, you know, get what you're worth. Absolutely, get what you're worth. You know, you want to get paid for conventions and can get paid, sure. But I mean, if you're going to be an asshole to the fans, the producers of, you know, that actually pay for
Want
your
you there?
work,
Yeah.
it's never a good look. It's never a good look.
Right. Right. No bueno. No bueno.
Remember that shit,
Mhm.
Homer.
I'm gonna try to, but you know, I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers,
I
and
know it.
they want to see me in a hot tub with my Speedo on and writing their names on my body. And I got a lot of surface area.
That's always the first
You
sign
know,
of a downfall, man.
in something like this, I could see like Bisley, you know, maybe
Oh yeah.
influence, but I mean,
Hell yeah.
there's Corbin, there's a
Oh,
million other
Corbin is
guys that can do
Corbin's a
what
legend,
this
man.
guy's doing. He's not reinventing the wheel, folks. You know, I mean,
But he's
I'm
good.
not
He
putting
is
him down.
good.
He's very accomplished. He's very
Yeah.
accomplished, but you gotta, you know, it's any illustrator thinks they're bigger than God. They're, you know, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Don.
I've conversed with the Big G, and he's told me that I'm not quite as big as he is yet. I still have a few years to go.
He says, "Get on your knees and pray, boy. Pray."
Yeah. Get on your knees and tell you love me.
Yep.
Yep, going straight to hell. Awesome. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. What happened to Don? He blasphemed live on Rex's channel. Oh, is that why he's on fire right now? Yeah, that.
Yep.
Pretty much why. Burn in hell, Don. Burn in hell. Okay. Yeah, thanks for having me on the show. I'm gonna go burn in hell now. Bye bye. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. Rick says, "What did I walk into? I stepped on a landmine. I've got 2 assholes on my stream. How do I get rid of them?"
Last time I asked that guy to be on my show. Weirdo.
There you go, Marvel's.
You got to get Rex on your show. Yeah, interview him about Double Flyer and all that good stuff.
Well, you know, I was on Don's show, one of the first studio shows.
See? Damn it, Omer.
No, I know. I remember.
You don't even know.
I haven't
man.
spread my pollen, on other channels.
What?
We could do some fan art of Bog.
I still have not heard back from Janet from Another Planet. It's supposed to be on the shit show. I don't know tonight, but a regular starting, I don't know, either this week or tomorrow. It being Halloween, maybe not.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
Dr.
may have
Angel,
moved it to tomorrow, Rex.
I see you in the chat. You are mean to me, but I am saying hi back. It's okay. I still love you and accept you for who you are.
Who's mean to you? Did you say Carrie? Keep busting his balls, Carrie.
That's what I got Mama Donna for.
Yeah, well, that's what you got all women in this world for, Don.
Pretty much, dude.
Carrie's one of those. If you don't acknowledge her, she'll let you hear about it.
Yep.
Highly upset.
You gotta love the chat, though. Gotta love the chat.
We don't got to. It helps.
No, you have to. What do you mean? You have to.
Apparently, Arthur did the last Epic cover because it says incredible last issue.
Oh, really?
What is up with my hands today? Fuck.
I just wish John Byrne had finished his, and I think later he did, just not in Epic magazine, the last Galactic story.
F this. I ain't feeling it today. I've done too much. Do not save.
You've done too much?
Done too much. Recent. There we go. No, yesterday I colored 2.5 pages. I finished up that double page spread today. Feel pretty damn proud of myself. Been patting myself on the back all day. Broke my arm. Sad.
Oh man,
that's some heavy padding.
Yeah, heavy padding. Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it right here reversed. Don Heavy pets himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Heavy.
I saw you this morning on Katie. I was in the chat. Giving all the kudos.
You come in, man?
Oh, because I needed to do a quick little stream for my members on my channel.
Member?
Yeah, no, I have 2 members now. I have 3 members now.
Oh, that's right. You're monetized.
I got 3 member subscribers on my channel, and I need to make an exclusive video for them. So it's great. I drew a bunch of titties. It was great.
Well, Mata's right. The money has ruined you, dude.
Oh my god. I'm rich. I'm rich. YouTube is taking a huge cut out of it, man. It's funny.
All this freaking YouTube money.
Dude, YouTube's making money off me. What are you talking about?
Rest of us over here begging for scraps.
I'm trying to bring you guys up, get you all monetized with me, man. I keep telling people to subscribe to people, and
it might help if I would actually make videos. I don't want to.
It would help if you just hang out with me.
Yeah, I just want to draw. I don't want to talk. I don't want to.
Don't talk. Just draw and put music on in the background.
I like to talk. I like to run my.
Don, would you characterize yourself as an introvert, like a lot of artists?
I would characterize myself as clinically insane, And I do have the documentation to back it up.
Don't be
Yeah.
telling people that on the internet.
Enough to maybe get you committed for life.
Again? Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, again. Yeah, he's
Ooh,
busted
look
out.
at this
folks.
girl. That's a great layout, Don. I like everything you were doing there. Look
What
at
am
the
I doing?
boobies on this thing. What the hell is that?
Oh, you know
An
how I do.
elephant?
Yes, elephantitis.
Where's Saddam from? Is he Middle Eastern,
From
European?
some damn country.
Spain? Look at that. Jesus. Is that Earth Mother?
No, this is Skylark.
No, she's got
Zombie
big
boy
ones,
in
too.
the house. Hey, zombie.
Woo! Is that zombie? Zombie.
Oh, sorry, she's not Skylark anymore. It's Skylark. I had to change your name for
Okay,
copy.
comics in the house.
Where's the chat? I don't see the chat. Where are they? Are they over on
It's on the screen. I don't know.
RJ's chat?
Yeah, maybe. He was
Yeah, why did RJ leave, man? What's going on? Did I scare him off?
Derek the Duke.
No, he had to
Back.
leave because his wife had dinner ready and the baby. So it was his turn.
Yeah.
Oh, so he actually has a life. How dare he?
Yeah. Well, somebody
Yep.
loves him.
New
good, so.
baby girl. Yeah.
He's a handsome man. He's a fireman too. What do you expect? She like gets a poster calendar every day.
That's right. Yeah.
She wakes up to him. Yeah.
You said I was a handsome man, Homer. What the fuck?
Well, no, I'm saying his wife says that to him.
You can't just be throwing those feelings around like that, willy nilly.
Well, you do have a pretty cute butt, so you know. I
So
can't
I've
help
been
myself.
told.
Yeah, it's
Don't be
squishy.
gay on my channel.
Boobs are
It's-
gonna beat this chick in her face.
It's gargantuan.
Oh, I'm down a little bit, dude. Damn.
Oh my
That's some
God.
dignity.
Oh, look at this thing. This looks great.
I could see where
dignity,
Arthur
there's no
could do
dignity.
like a Fables type thing very easily. It's very nice.
Absolutely. Yeah.
This must be. That's not exactly English. I
When is
guess
it
that's
ever?
French. Yeah. Well, I'm still working on my English.
Somebody get Guimon in here.
Obviously.
Yeah, Guimon all over it. Yeah.
Oui, wow.
Yeah. PP, mon chéri.
Oh well, I can see, like, you remember that French artist I had on Valentine's Day?
Yes,
This kind of reminds me of his stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually
Wonder how
backed
that
my
dude's
book.
doing. Wonder how he's doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get him back on
Reach out
here
to
pretty
him.
soon.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But it is a challenge to do interviews with my internet like it's doing. So
Yeah, the last couple of days you've been like, at least your video of you has been all over the place, man. You've
Yeah,
been
I've been
like
noticing that too.
super Vaselined
Yeah.
sometimes.
looks
The
like a
trash.
giant taking a dump in Windsor Castle or something. What the hell?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A hard sell is constipation.
Did you piss off the internet gods, dude?
Oh, now I have this poster here. That's awesome. By Arthur.
It's pretty
where
funny.
it's Fantastic Four #1 homage cover. So cool. We've actually got that in a giant top loader. Had that thing for a decade or more. Yeah, it's wonderful. Of course, I'm a big Fantastic Four fan.
Are you now?
I mean, as far as I appreciate. Here's a King Kong piece. Very cool. Look at that. Sort of King Kong. He's going with the whole Marvel zombie type thing where they're decaying,
Got a serious eating disorder.
Yeah. Well, that last banana didn't quite set right.
Tore his insides up.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might have some IBS.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Great ad for Pepto-Bismol, though.
Mm-hmm.
I can see where he's got a little Frazetta influence on him,
Yeah, for sure.
There was a nudie one that I couldn't share. on YouTube, but something like this. Yeah. There's your lizard representation for today, Lorenzo.
Lizard representation.
Yeah, got to get that in there. I don't think I quite did it yesterday. I owe him. Oh, this is cool. A demon in a bottle, Iron Man. Look at that. Tony Stark is a zombie.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Oh, something, and I maybe he's already done it. Dorian Gray. I'd love to see something.
Oh yeah. I'll be back in just a bit.
Depicting
Dorian Gray. Why does that name sound familiar to me? Oh, the vampire guy. The one with the painting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got
it. I think I had this back in the day. Echo of the Future Past. Yeah, from continuity. Yeah.
Oh wow, I've seen that before.
Mm-hmm. Gotta love the woolly mammoth stuff.
Nice.
Dinosaur stuff. Thank you. So tell us about your project that you're working on while I give them some more lizard representation.
Well, the first one is Z Lunar, and that's a comic that I've been working on for a while. I did one originally back in, I think it was 2017. This guy, James Bethel, he created the character. I had done a character design for it, posted online. He liked what I was doing and said, "Hey, you want to do the story?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So I developed a story, and it's been a while since I did anything with it. And he was seeing what, that I was still up to doing this kind of stuff. And he's like, "Would you like to tackle it again?" And I said, "Yeah." So I'm remastering the first comic that we did and adding a bunch more stuff to it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a big fan of sci-fi, mythos, that kind of stuff, it's got a lot of lore to it. I wouldn't say it's a straight superhero story, but it does lean in that direction.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll get that crowdfunded and going this spring. So yeah, good stuff right there. Good stuff. Just kind of having fun, getting some stories done, trying not to freak out about how terrible I am. That kind of stuff.
Congratulations on losing some weight. That's not easy.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Unfortunately, I've gained a little bit back. I'm not very happy with myself.
Well, don't you think
I got cocky? I shouldn't have done
easier to do during wintertime, coming up as well? We kind of have all those holiday meals that everybody wants us to eat. And
oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already looking for a friggin' small turkey for me and Mama Donna for Thanksgiving. We skipped out on Thanksgiving last year. We just kind of bullshitted our way through the whole process. But Maria, she said this year she wants to go back to having a turkey and all that. So.
For me, I mean, there's turkey, there's ham, there's, chicken, there's, you've got the choices, but it's just a personal preference for me. If it doesn't have turkey, it's just not Thanksgiving to me, Don.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can agree with that.
It's
just it was more of a.
I don't know. I like turkey. I don't eat a lot of it. Now that said, I've eaten a lot more ground turkey recently this year, and now I can't find it.
Are you doing it for health reasons?
No, not really. It's because of economic reasons. It's a lot cheaper than ground beef, and really, if you do like taco meat, things like that, if you season it, it's a good replacement for beef. I don't necessarily need that beef flavor.
Yeah, like I do all the cooking in the house.
Yeah.
And when I do the grocery shopping, I'm always still checking the ads and stuff like that because she doesn't like a good deal. And the price of ground beef is just up and down. But I mean, it's like
Yeah.
huge swings of price. Like it'll be $3.99 a pound one week, and then like I think this week at the local store it's like $6.99 a freaking pound. Like you got to be kidding me, man! How am I
Hey,
supposed to eat
Gray.
sliders like that?
Gray, I thought you were in rehab. I saw your post on X. He was going to rehab for alcohol. How'd that turn
Oh
out?
yeah,
Apparently you're back.
short stint.
Short stint. Yeah. Do you paint, Don? I mean, besides digital, or is digital
I
pretty
can't
much
paint.
it for
Save
you?
my life. I've tried.
Yeah.
I've tried.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm strictly a line art guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what kind of got you into doing comic book work?
Well, being a wee little boy, only child, didn't have a lot of friends, and went to 7-Eleven with the old man to get the
Good to
Sunday
see you, Gray.
paper.
Right.
And lo and behold, there was an amazing Spider-Man there. It looked cool. I got it, and I was
Was
hooked.
it on a cup? Because they used to
No,
do
it
the
was
Slurpee cups. You know,
no, it was spinner rack.
spinner rack. Yeah,
Yeah, it used to
spinner
be
rack.
back in the day. Every Sunday we get up early, run into the 7-Eleven a couple miles from the house. We'd get a thing of the donuts and the Sunday paper.
Oh,
That was back when they actually had Sunday newspaper coupons, like huge books of them. And
donuts
mom
are a
and dad,
weakness for me.
they would
Donuts
sit
are a
there and they
weakness.
would clip all the coupons, read the comics, and then I would get a comic or two. This is back when they were like a quarter, man. It was great.
Oh yeah, I love the quarters. That's when I
And
got
then it just
started.
kind of continued on from there. I mean, pretty much always been a Marvel head all my life. I never really got big into DC.
Same here. Same here. Yeah.
And then
I mean, they've got the
around about
more
the time
cosmic universe, really.
my DNA decided it was time to go through puberty, I kind of left comics for a while. And then I didn't really get back into it until 92, I think. I was overseas in Honolulu, and I saw the new Jim Lee X-Men and the PX. And I picked it up, dude. I was completely shocked. I had no idea that could be a comic book, you know. I was so used to the old school style, more like cartoony. I don't want to say silly because that's kind of sounding insulting, but you know, the Jim Lee style that took off back in that day.
Right.
And Claremont was writing it, and I was just completely hooked from there. I had to have it all, man. I got into it big time, and then it was like a year or two after that, I think Image blew up, and it was just a whole nother level of reading and enjoying the medium like I had never done before. And I really got bit by that bug. I really wanted to start creating my own characters because it looked like so much fun. And I've always doodled and sketched all my life. I was always the kid drawing little Star Wars TIE fighter battles and the friggin' margins of my homework, you know, on test papers and shit like that. And yeah, I just kind of naturally went from there, I guess. And as far as like doing it for a living, I just I lost my job as a warehouse manager for a cable communications company about 16, 17 years ago due to the shit of the economy back then.
Yeah.
I just was on the internet one day, just dicking around on a site called Digital Webbing that was like big for comic art and stuff like that. And I saw they had like a wanted ad. This dude was looking for a webcomic artist to do his little weekly strip. And I said, F it, why not, man? So I sent in a submission and he hired me. And it just kind of spitballed from there.
You know what's really blowing me away? I just showed a Clint Eastwood piece that Arthur did, although zombified, which is a cool deal, iconic in itself. Collie and Flytrap. That's what I was trying to think of. His book, Collie and Flytrap. That was printed or maybe reprinted through Pacific Comics in the early 80s. That's looking back on it. I didn't pay that much attention to it at the time, but
it's cool looking.
yeah. It's, I mean, he's definitely got some good stuff out there, but I'm currently blown away now, Don, by the Westerns as never before in comics. And maybe it was big in the 50s, which it, of course Westerns were in 60s. And I just didn't catch that wave. I'm old enough to have been on the tail end of the Western wave on TV and stuff, but not necessarily in comics. Didn't pay much attention to them in comics. But I'm seeing Jimmy Palmiotti's, Tom Tuttle's. I'm seeing the Diaz brothers. I'm just seeing a bunch in crowdfunding, which is kind of currently blowing me away.
Yeah, Westerns can be good when they're done right.
Definitely. I mean, I've been working on my own Western character for a couple years now,
Nice.
Midnight, and I just haven't come out with that particular project. Still working on Devil Flyer, although Midnight is going to be in Devil Flyer. Gray says, "Oh, hell to Don. He must not have seen you here."
Oh, thanks, dude. Hell right back.
Yeah, I'm just blown away by the interest in Westerns, sort of
Yeah,
a
it seems to be
revival like
picking
I've
up.
never seen in comics before.
Aaron LaPresti's Wraith of God. That's a good one.
Yeah, there's again. Yeah, Wraith of God, absolutely.
Here's the back
mentioned
cover art
Gunsmoke, drink.
that I did for Mr. LaPresti. It's his character.
A supernatural Western, but a Western nonetheless. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'd forgotten you'd done this, actually.
Yeah. It was a really fun piece, and I was surprised that he liked it enough to want to put it on the back cover. I was very honored by it.
Westerns are fresh and ripe for new stories right now. Yeah, I agree. I can't wait to get Midnight out. I mean, she's probably been one of the characters that I've tried to develop the most.
You got her designed up?
Got her designed up. Yeah, got a lot of her origin. It's really wild, looking back on it. I'm not a big Batman fan per se. I mean, I can take him or leave him, right? But his sort of archetype, has been, it runs parallel with his story, kind of runs parallel with Midnight's, just sort of the utility belt, except hers is on her hat.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And just the death of her parents, and just as I've developed the story separately, I'm like looking at it and eventually said, this is sounding and looking a lot like the Batman story, and I never really made a conscious decision to do that, but nevertheless it's there,
Right.
and it's a good story arc, that vengeance or revenge story, or I must avenge my parents. It's a compelling, arc that you can really, play. Here's a picture of Arthur. I didn't know his age or anything, but apparently he's been around. I mean, making professional comics for nearly 50 years, probably, or more. There's a picture of Arthur. Never seen a picture of him before. The Deadpool cover he did. Yeah, Feature Friday has been something we've done for the last month or so, where we feature an artist. We've done started out kind of unofficially with Gil Kane, sort of the comic artist, cover artist of the 70s for sure, especially some of his Marvel stuff. That's when I think he really hit his high point, his stride, with output too. But we've done, what have we done? We did Jack Kirby last week, Neil Adams before that, Joe Kubert.
Oh, dude, I love Joe Kubert.
Yeah. Yeah, that's who we covered in October. I wasn't
Legend
even
among
writing it down.
legends.
Oh yeah, yeah. And our next feature Friday will be Jim Steranko, and then that'll be on the 7th of November. And on the 14th we'll cover Jim Starlin. 21st we'll do Mark Silvestri.
Oh yeah.
Number 28, since we did Bernie Wrightson for his birthday, I put in Kurt Swan. Then December 5th, we'll do Todd McFarlane.
Oh yeah.
Jim Aparo. After that, Dave Stevens, and then George Perez, the man who actually got me into comic books on a regular basis.
Dude,
To
George
round
Perez.
out the year. Henry in the house. Yes. Actually, that was the first thing I saw of Arthur Saddam's Henry, was that particular book. Absolutely. If you're joining us from over on another channel, consider coming over here to this channel and subbing and at least leaving a like, or comment. Mucho apreciato, as I say.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think to circle back and do a Jinsaki here on Derek's comment, Westerns are fresh and ripe for new stories right now. Yeah, I don't think any genre is dead. Any Bart Sears, well, we always got next year. In fact, I'll take that under advisement, Derek, and we'll start out the year maybe in January with some Bart Sears. But if we do Bart Sears in this environment, we probably need to do Andy Smith as well.
Yeah, kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah, they have that similar hyper muscular, and I'm not a big fan of that, to tell you the truth. I've got to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of that hyper muscular sort of prime type stuff. It's got its place though. There's your Charlie and Flytrap there, the complete adventures collected in a hardback. So wow, yeah, apparently you can get all that put in a hardback now. But yeah, we will definitely consider Bart Sears. I think he did some great stuff over at Cross Gen, among other places. I remember some of his Cross Gen stuff.
Cross Gen, the Brutes and Babe thing.
Original Fiend art here. Okay, so there you go. This is Arthur Saddam there. I don't know if he's the one that designed it or if he for the band or if this is just an homage to it.
Oh, don't know.
Really don't know that much about the artist. But I thought he would be appropriate and a more modern day artist to feature on Feature Friday. I don't think any genre is dead, but they get worn out. Yeah, i.e. zombies. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I just think writers need to put their thinking caps on, right? When it comes to that type of stuff, whatever you want to do. I don't think any genre is right. Yeah, but it does get tired, and things do come in trends, don't they? Oh yeah, I've got some of his Hellstrom covers as well. I've got some Arthur Saddam in my collection for sure. Son of Satan from Marvel Comics. Although I missed this one based on American Gothic. Instead of a pitchfork, you've got the Devil's Pitchfork. Yeah. Yeah, I've got some of that in the comics. We've covered Arthur Adams too. We did Arthur Adams. Didn't write them all down, but we've done quite a few artists in the last, I guess, couple months actually. Just have to look back at the individual episodes and see who we've all done.
Hey Rex, where does Jin Saki come from?
Do a circle back, do Jin Saki?
Yeah, when you say that, where does the Jin Saki? Is that a Japanese word for circle back?
Jin Saki was Biden's first press person that came out every day, and yeah, and she would say, she'd take a question and say, "Let me circle back to that. I'll get back to that later. You know, I'll look that up and we'll get back to that." And we never would get back to it. You know.
Yeah, she would say that all the time.
And it became kind of a term. You know, we'll do a Jin Saki, her name, and circle back.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Yeah. Was she the cute blonde? Was she the?
She was the redhead.
Oh, the redhead. Yes, the redhead. She was pretty attractive.
She's still out there causing problems.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to do Frank Frazetta at some point.
Oh yeah, how could you forget Frankie boy?
Oh, we did Steve Ditko. Yeah, we did Steve Ditko.
You do Frank Frazetta. You be sure to get Sarah on here.
And we got to do Sal Buscema. I mean, we've not done John Buscema. My next book is going to be the unpublished artwork of the unseen artwork of John Buscema. That's going to be my next project after Devil Flyer, featuring John Buscema's original works that I and Elsie have collected over the years. Put that all in a book for everybody.
Cloud and Derek, good to see y'all in the chat, by the way.
Absolutely.
Hey Rex, I gotta head out.
Coming from another channel.
I'm gonna head out, bud, because I gotta get ready for my show at 8.
You got a broadcast, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta head out too, dude. I gotta fix dinner.
Yeah, I'll send you guys the link if you guys want to come hang out on the last episode of Biztober. If you don't end up doing Janet, which I hope you do end up doing her.
Janet?
Yeah, I'm doing her show.
Janet from
come on by, Rex.
Planet, yeah.
You're more than welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, I would think she's probably not gonna. She's probably not gonna.
We already
do
did
something.
John Byrne, Henry.
Have a good night, guys. Thanks for having me on, Rex.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Don. Appreciate it. And thanks. Also, go check out Orion, still up for a few more minutes over on Fund My Comic. Thanks, RJ, for coming in. Sorry, Dr. Mask didn't make it in because it's Halloween. Everybody have a wonderful Halloween. If you got any artists you want to see on Feature Friday, of course, I've got them all booked up for the year, but we can start on 2026. And, if there's some that we haven't done, and there's some that we will definitely circle back to. We did Jack Kirby last week. We'll see Jack Kirby sometime next year, probably, or Steve Ditko again. I mean, these guys were giants in the field of comics. I'm still working on everyone's sketch cards. You get a free sketch card. You get a free larger head sketch like this, with every purchase. A Devil Flyer. You'll get a head sketch. You'll get a sketch card because you get your charter member card, which has been printed up. I'm waiting on her to print up a couple of special promo cards on the campaign, and then we'll go on. We're almost done. I've come up with a plan for the inside front cover of the sticker book, and that'll probably be next to be printed up on the campaign. I'm glad you came in, Gray and Cloudy, and that everything's going okay. If you need to talk behind the scenes or something, I'm always got a sympathetic ear, bro. I've dealt with alcoholism with a lot of people, and it can be tough to beat. When do you think it will go to print? Uh, that I can't tell you right now. I'm waiting on 2-page spread from John Dillard. I haven't heard from him. I am in the process of getting stuff printed up right now. Everything but the book, sticker book. We've got the interiors right now that lay out. Omer's laid that out. Not everything, but the format for the sticker book. So we are doing multiple books. We're doing like the hardcover art book, which will have additional material in it, plus the all the content. And we're like, I think we're like $200 and something, not very much, to our next stretch goal, which will be 6 a.m. bog sticker. We're also we'll get 4 new pages added to the book, which will make it 52 pages. Yeah, it is a process. Yeah, I've got the standees to print up. I've just got the file from Carol's Colors the other day, sending that to Anthony to get the tapestries printed up, because we do have a bog tapestry. We got the original artwork to the tapestry on the campaign. Go check it out on Fund My Comic. I'll drop the link here again so that you can go over there and look at the campaign. I will be putting up some original artwork hopefully in the next few days. Check out the channel, at least for the next couple of days, because we got some special things coming up. We've got my 60th birthday bash coming up the 2nd of November. We're not quite there yet, a couple days to go, but that should be fun. It's not every day you turn 60. There's no turning back the clock. There you go. So there's a StreamYard link to Devil Flyer. Go check it out. I guarantee you, if you haven't seen it in a while, it's changed. It's going to change some more. I just got to put in the time, an effort of putting the new original artwork that'll be available to the book. There's pages to artwork available. Get us over the top. It doesn't take much to, even with digital tier, you're going to get a charter member card that entitles you to free stuff from now on. The first perk being one of these right here that we just got printed up. We had 200 of these printed up. I'm doing all of them differently. I am doing a subset of bogs, but they're all part of the Momentum universe. Villains, heroes, heroines, you name it. We got a little bit of everything. Doing some larger ones for some special backers on the campaign. Not telling you about that. This is going to be in the art book, the unseen artwork of Devil Flyer, which it's a bog cover. It's going to be an interior cover, an homage from Incredible Hulk #5, done by me. That's going to lead off they got some special artwork from Jay Ryan. If you've been watching the channel, we got Jay Ryan artwork. Here's my latest comic that just came in the mail. I meant to show that with a glaring mistake. Even the big two can make mistakes. Look at this dialogue left out on the cover. Demon number, Jack Kirby cover, dialogue left out. How does that happen? But it happened in 1973. Jack Kirby cover, Demon number 15, 020 center. Like I say, doing some larger pieces here for some special backers on the campaign. But everybody gets a free head sketch. They get a sketch card. So you're getting 2 original pieces of artwork right there. And we've already unlocked several stretch goals. You're getting magnets, trading cards, 6 a.m. sticker here pretty soon. Just as soon as somebody drops some more cash. We recently have got a new backer. We're up to 74. Let me remove this and I'll just bring it up. We're up to 74 backers totally over here on Fund My Comic, $4,271. The next stretch goal, like I said, is going to be a 6 a.m. sticker. Then after that, right there's the bog sticker right there. Plus 4 more pages. I sweetened the pot. 4 more pages added. And then after that, we go to 5,000 if we can get there. A personal goal of mine. Hopper and Lady Hopper stickers. I know Carrie's wanting those. And if you want to see a preview after that, you get another head sketch. But if you want to see a preview, like the origin of Bog here, that's going to be in the next book. We got 3 pages right there at the end of the. So check it out. I've got all the artists featured. We've employed. Check out all the free stuff that'll be coming your way, even for just back in the digital tier, and that'll be stuff from now on. I'll always check your address to make sure it's not changed. I'll make sure you get your stuff. So many characters are building a whole universe here. Original artwork for sale. I'll be putting some more original artwork up, definitely. And there's Midnight, my Western character. That was the first drawn in tier. If you want to be drawn in, you can be drawn in. We got t-shirts. We got a big bundle with everything in it. It's definitely worth $300. It's definitely worth that. It's actually worth, I'll be lucky to break even on that thing once everything's made. Hey, Gray, what's going on?
I wasn't sure when you put that link there. I was like, you said here's a link and it was StreamYard to the Devil Momentum StreamYard. Sorry, and then I hit it for a second and I saw it was coming in the studio, and so I backed out. I asked you in the chat. I was like,
"Good God, man, you're more country than I am."
I'm from Tennessee. I live in Alabama now.
Oh yeah, Okay, you're in Alabama, but you're originally from Tennessee.
Yeah. Can you hear me all right? I'm on my phone right now, and
yeah, we can hear you fine. Yeah, don't hate on us, Arkansas boys.
Oh hell, I've been to Arkansas a few times. I've got friends in Arkansas. Matter of fact, right now, so.
Well, you got one here. I'm in Northeast Arkansas. You know where Jonesboro is, probably.
Well, I probably heard of it. I went down there one time.
About an hour out of Memphis.
I went down there one time to one of them crystal mines. I'm trying to remember what it was, like a cheaper one. There's 2 families that own them. One of them is more expensive.
The hamburger place, Crystal. Yeah, not the drug.
Yeah. You know how they let you go in there and dig through the dirt and you can get as many crystals as you want.
Oh, you're talking about digging for diamonds and other precious gems. Yeah, we're the diamond state. Yeah.
I wasn't doing the diamond thing because it's very rare that people find diamonds there.
Yeah.
But I was looking for quartz, the quartz crystal mines. Mm-hmm. If you're from Arkansas, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I do. Yeah. And they've got geos and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
But when they bring the dirt out of the actual mine and dump it, that's what you dig through, and any of the crystals you find. And then they taught me how, like, the darker the crystal looks when you find it, it's going to be clearer when you put the chemical that you have to mix up to clean it. Mm-hmm. So I learned things. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take over your show or nothing.
Well, I got a good friend, Elsie, that comes on with me. You've probably seen him, Walter Danley, out in the chat. We've known each other for 40 years now. He's from Tennessee. He's over there in Jackson, Tennessee. What part of Tennessee did you hail from? The middle part, the eastern part, the western part?
Franklin County. Here in a minute,
I've been through Franklin. Yeah, I've been through Franklin.
Not Franklin, that's near Nashville, but it's a Franklin County, like Winchester, Deckard, Manchester's, like Coffee County's right next to us. Yeah. If you know where Mont Eagle Mountain is, that's pretty much where I was at. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Mont Eagle Mountain. I figured you might know that.
Yeah,
like
I think
Swanville.
Daniel Boone was born around your area where you're in Tennessee.
Do you remember the actress Diana Shore?
Yeah, I can't think of what she looks like right now, but the name is
You know
familiar.
how
Yeah.
she was popular back in the day, and anyway,
Mhm.
she came from Winchester, which is from the. I lived in Estill Springs, but there's a boulevard and they named it after her. And then one of the coaches, what was his name? Was it Fulton or Fuller for Tennessee at one point? He came
Mhm.
from I live. Like, because at one time I went in a thrift store and they had a bunch of my size clothes, and I'm like, and they were all nice. I was like, man, I'm getting these. And then the thrift store said, oh, Coach Full, or I don't even remember his name because I'm not into football really.
Right.
I don't want to talk your ear off, man.
Well,
You wouldn't have gave me the
well,
link if you wanted me to come in.
yeah, we appreciate it. Yeah,
Was you?
I've been wanting to get you on here anyway, man.
Well, I was going to tell you I'll be tame. You know, I know that. You know, you run on my main channel. I try to be pretty like on my videos and stuff. You won't hear me cuss and shit. Or sorry, but
Yeah.
like I might do a live stream and stuff comes out. But then on the second channel where I really wanting to start building on the comic book thing, I get a little wilder. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Off the
It's just,
chain. What are you doing down Alabama?
I just kind of ended up here. Some people came and picked me up from North Carolina. I lived in North Carolina for about 11 years.
Yeah, they got good barbecue there, don't they?
Yep. Let me get situated and I can put this on a stable thing where I ain't just walking around like.
Yeah, I feel like we're in the Blair Witch universe.
I do have a laptop. I got a laptop now. Somebody helped me out, like a friend and a subscriber, man. I've had some people because they want me to be able to improve my that looks better, don't it?
Improve your show.
Yeah, like, you know, and I'm just now learning. Like last night, before I set up, I was trying to do a late night stream. A couple people ended up coming on. We had a few, but I've never streamed this long. I started right before 12 o'clock at night, midnight. We streamed for about 2 hours, and then somehow I had messed something up, and you couldn't see me no more. It had put me backstage and then muted my camera, and I was like, the only way I knew to fix it was just end the stream, give it a few seconds, and start back. And then we went to about 4:30 this morning, man.
Yeah.
You know who 7 of 9 is?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know
Like,
him. Yeah.
He was a little. He's cool. I like him, but he was drilling the hell out of me about how much I know about Comicsgate and all this other stuff. How many books do you have? I'm like,
yeah,
dude, I can't afford to just back. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh yeah.
But it was entertaining. And then Dennis Rodriguez, I don't know if you know him. He's just kind of a person that follows up a lot of different people. He came on, so that was nice. And you know the Elliot Rodriguez book that came out? Ominous.
I
I just got my package the other day.
Yeah, we had him on here talking about it.
Yeah, we're gonna set up. He came in like early this morning. Sorry. Are you okay? Or
yeah, you want to show that? I'm just making you big where you can show it.
Can you see?
Yeah, that's the metal card there. Yeah.
I've got 2 of them because I'm gonna do a giveaway.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Right now, I have a giveaway up on the second channel for Dr. Ben's Comics. His Van Piglet thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was on here the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him on here. Like sometimes, like I told you, sometimes you don't know I'm watching just because I don't chime in.
Right.
And
yeah, I appreciate that.
Like, well, sometimes I'm kind of like yesterday when I got out of detox. When I got home and got situated, I was trying to like first I put messages on X, and then I tried to
Mhm.
anybody that was streaming, like I'd go and try to holler and watch for a minute, and then I knew other people were streaming. So that kind of bouncing around.
Right. I've done that myself.
Well, just there's so many people sometimes streaming at the same times, and
Oh
and
yeah.
like on my second channel, if I'm doing a stream, like I might do a late night stream tonight, because what happened was when I don't know if I'd finished it, but I'd stayed up, and I thought I was going to be able to go to sleep for a few hours, get up, do some things in my trailer, and then maybe take care of my main channel for a little while, make a video or something, maybe even stream, because I stream a lot during the day. Well, you know that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I popped in and at least tried to say hi and caught some of it. Carrie says, just sub to you, Great Cloud. You may remember me from Omer's chat. My name is Carrie. Saboteur
okay,
Comics in the house. Hello.
I think I'm on my main channel right now. I don't know if she knows it, but if she goes to where it'll show you like information about where you can connect to me on social media or anything.
Mhm.
I believe I have it. There's a second channel where we cover comic books, and it's called Gray Cloud's Thoughts. So, and not just I'm just getting started. Really, I had to actually, that channel had its first birthday yesterday. I didn't realize I had it up for a year.
Well,
It's only
do me a favor. Next time you're in there, drop your links, because you got a wrench, and people can go to those if you've got more than one account. Go to those YouTube.
Sometimes, like right now, I can't do it because we're on. But
Right.
and
You're right.
when you're on the phone, I guess I could leave the chat for a minute, go copy the link, come back in the chat, and put it in there.
Yeah, you can do it tomorrow. You'll be watching tomorrow. How
Yeah,
tough was it? How tough was it going to rehab and then not being able to kind of get online, or did you get online there with your phone? Did they allow you to have your phone?
No, like you would have seen me if I could. I actually figured out at some point I was able to watch YouTube on like the other day. Just realized like, oh, we can tap into YouTube and watch.
You're the reason my views are down, sir. You went to rehab on me.
Well, I know you keep saying rehab, but I went there. It's kind of really like rehab more long. You know what I'm saying? I did it. I just called around. Like once I made that decision a day or two before, I was like, I've got to get my shit under control, man. I'm trying to keep my language good.
Yeah.
That's my personal thing. Is that I try in my real life to not, do too much, but it happens. I really like. Oh, you asked me. At first, it was kind of like, yeah, and then I didn't even know I could have like the first day or two I was there, I didn't see a phone in the break room. Then then all of a sudden, like I guess it was the third day, I came in and dude was sitting talking on the phone. And I was like, or what? I was like, there's a phone, and then I found out like sometimes they forget, and I guess if nobody asks for it, like they take it out of the break room at a certain time, and it's supposed to, how they have certain rules and stuff. So then when I found that out, I could call my neighbor and check on my dog. I was like, that was the biggest thing. I was worried about my dog more than anything.
I know, man. They're just part of your family. That's why I've got to go and click off of here and go feed her. I've already got her meal already. I just didn't have time to, give it to her. But you got to take care of those loved ones.
Before you end it,
sure.
The reason I was asking about when it's gonna be, because I want to back you. It's just like
okay. I got it. Yeah, Devil Flyer be up for a little while. Yeah, we're getting this stuff.
Like
we're in the process of getting this stuff printed up, and then I'm still waiting on artists to contribute to the book. So
okay, well, you understand. Like I figured if it's going to be up for a while, and that's why I asked if it's real close to getting like you just let me know like when you really know that it's about to
drop. Okay.
Yeah, like, and you're gonna close it out, then I don't know. I think that makes sense to people.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not because,
I mean, I'll definitely have a closing episode, but I'll probably leave it in demand and not close it out, just simply because afterwards, people, I haven't decided that yet, but probably I'll leave it in demand for a little bit for those that want to come on late after people say, look what I got, and review it and stuff like that. You can pick up some more backers and,
but I know
um,
there's a lot of talk about that in the thing. Like last night, I feel like I talked out of. I'd heard John Malin closed out, and I was gonna try to get in on
yeah,
that.
he's one of those. I'm closing out, and he closes it out. We've talked about that on this channel too. That
I was trying to do it like,
he leaves thousands of dollars on the table. They could have
well,
come in
it was
had he
still up.
left it up longer.
Like, I think it was still up, but like 7 of 9, and he had came on the stream already. And once I was like going to the thing, and then he started talking about how like they don't take the money out right away and all that, and I was like,
that's Kickstarter. Yeah,
like on Fund My Comic, you can set it where if I backed it today, it would come out, right?
Yeah, you could,
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it can create a problem. I'm not trying to keep you, but like, what if they try to take it out when my bank account's like
that's only with Kickstarter. Indiegogo and Fund My Comic run it a little differently, where it comes out, immediately. Yeah.
Oh, Indiegogo. Well, he kept talking about I think Indiegogo's changing it though. Is where now they're.
Well, now that they have been making some changes, I haven't heard about it, but
I
know Kickstarter is delayed. That's why I don't really back Kickstarter, and they've got some great projects over there, and I wish they would at least come over to Indiegogo or Fund My Comic, because there's a lot of good stuff that I've missed over there on Fund My Kickstarter. But they do have a delay in taking it out, and that can cause problems. I understand that.
Yeah, that's what we talked about. But for some reason, he kept saying something about Indiegogo now, and I guess that's something they're changing. Like, because he said it used to be where it would come out, and then now they're changing it where until it actually is funded or out.
I hope not.
I don't know a lot about it. I have heard people talking about it though on some other streams. But hey, I see you've been on for a little while.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what hours deep. I don't know if, but if later I fire something up on my second channel and you're up, I could send you a link or something if you wanted to.
No, appreciate it, and I'm glad you finally made it on the 4 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, I just wanted to offer that anytime. If we can even talk about just setting up something in advance and just have you on. You know what I mean? Like talk about your project and shit. That's what I want to.
Absolutely, sure. Yeah.
There's the book that, of course, I think you might have it. I don't know if you do or not.
There you go.
But
no, I didn't back this particular project, even though it's good and we had him on. It's like you say, limited funds, especially if you're creating. All my money's going to production right now to actually, get the stuff printed up.
Towards the very end of the chat, like once it got closer, like around 4 o'clock, all of a sudden I was talking about ending it, and then someone would pop in, and then all of a sudden Elliot Rodriguez was in the chat, and I was like, "Holy shit, cool! I'm gonna stay on." Like as long as people keep coming in, and I got the energy. It's like that's how you keep. You got to think about the people that are supporting you. But I hope you have a good night, man. And
I do too. Say the 2 magic words, and we'll get out of here. Keep collecting.
Keep over and out. Have you a good day, man. What I do here, just hit.
He almost said it, folks.
I almost said it.
Keep collecting. See there. I knew he could do it. Bow for